are live right now, officially live for New York Mets baseball. Presented to you by Higher Expectation Sports. The New York Mets today, they are playing the Milwaukee Brewers. And this is the rubber game of this series. The Mets on the first game, Freddie Peralta pitching versus Jacob Mezorowski. Freddie Peralta wasn't good. Mets lose 8-3. But yesterday, Zach Thornton, the impressive rookie for the Mets, versus the Met that was traded for Freddie Peralta, Brandon Sproat, at least one of the Mets. Zach Thornton was phenomenal. And today, we have Logan Henderson versus Christian Scott. Look, I know that the Mets season has been really bad, 43-59 record, but if the Mets could find a way to win this game and win back-to-back series, one in Philadelphia and one in Milwaukee, it'll be impressive. First pitch of the game, it is going to be in there, strike one to A.J. Ewing. So, without a doubt, that would be impressive. If the Mets could take a series from the Phillies and the Brewers out of the All-Star break on the road, it'd be pretty impressive. 0-1 pitch. That is going to be a changeup, 82 miles per hour, strike two. Strike two quickly. So, yeah, without a doubt, that would be very, very impressive. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming up right now to A.J. Ewing. Logan Henderson, ERA is under 3. 0-2. That's going to be fouled away. We're going to do it again at 0-2. Nathan is here. Menino's here. Edwin is also here. Shout out to all of you that are with us right now on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. That is going to be inside and tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes to A.J. Ewing right now. Again, we got, in this game, we are having Logan Henderson versus Christian Scott. It's the rubber game. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. A.J. Ewing swings and misses, strikes out. That is going to be how the game starts off. A strikeout for A.J. Ewing. The defense, left field, Churio, Mitchell, Garrett Mitchell at center field, Jake Bowers at right field, Contreras is the catcher, Ortiz, third base, Cooper Pratt, shortstop, Bryce Terang is second base, and the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn for the Milwaukee Brewers. How you doing, Menino? Here's the first pitch to Lindor. He's going to take a strike in there, no balls and no strikes. Lindor in this game, he's batting second. Soto's not in the lineup right now. And look, Lindor, he's been looking a little bit better swinging the bat. We can say that. We can say Lindor's been swinging the bat a little bit better. 0-1 pitch. That is going to be fouled away. 0-2. We're here, Menino. We're here. Happy to be doing some Mets baseball. I know how hard it's been. But look, Menino, what I will tell you, if the Mets find a way to win this game, let me tell you after this pitch, I'll finish my sentence after this pitch. 0-2 pitch. Lindor, did he go? Oh, they called a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. And that is going to be back-to-back strikeouts. Wow. Let's see. I don't know if it tipped there. I don't know, but I mean, there you go, Menino. Look, they would be 4-2 out of the break where, look, let me say these two things. After this pitch to Bichette, the game stops me from talking. Bichette takes a ball down low, 1 ball, no strike. Look, the Mets being 4-2 out of the All-Star break, it's okay. Like, this is 2 series where most people expected the Mets to be 2-4, maybe even 1-5. If we're being honest, most people, 0-1-0, Bichette hits it off the pitcher's foot. He loses it. He still has time, but he's going to throw it away. And Bichette is going to go to second base. And Bichette will end up at second. I'm going to give Bichette a single, but I'm going to put that he got to second base with the error. Bichette hit it to the pitcher's feet. And it hit his foot, and he didn't know where it went. And then he made the throw, and it was just, yeah. I'm gonna give Bichette a base hit there. But 3-3 is good. We just want to end the season on a high note because they aren't coming back. Hey, Menino, look. You know what? Look, 9.5 is a lot, but a few days ago, the Mets were 12 games out of a playoff spot. Ben swings at the first pitch, fouls it. A few days ago, the Mets were 12.5 out of a playoff spot, or 12 games. They're 9.5 out of a playoff spot. I'm not saying that that's good. Please, I'm not trying to be, a pest with that belief. But 9.5 is better than 12, That's it, Manino. They have to go on a run like that. 0-1. That's gonna be a ball outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm not sure what they ruled Bichette's at bat yet. I'm not sure if they ruled it a base hit or not, but let me take a quick look at that to see. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. That's going to be a strike in there to Carson Bench. And how about the Boston Red Sox? They are already up 4-0 over the Baltimore Orioles, and they have themselves a doubleheader today with a chance. If they sweep the doubleheader, there will be 16 games in a row win streak. And yes, they did give Bichette a base hit, but error on the throw that let him get to second base. Carson Bench is batting cleanup in this game. How about that? Here's the 1-2 pitch. He's batting .263. Ben strikes out, and that is going to end the inning. So Henderson did strike out the side, but the Mets get a single, an infield single, and with the error, they were able to get to second base. But that's the ending of the inning. Yeah, Menino, look, it comes down to that. The only chance that the Mets have is if they were to have a streak like the Boston Red Sox. That's the only hope. Anything short of that, there is absolutely no type of hope for the Mets. But hey, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be doing my best to enjoy these games. And again, as I've said, in the good and the bad, I'm a Mets fan. If they go, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with TikTok, folks. TikTok keeps saying that I'm doing things that are just not right, and they keep suspending. It's just weird. If they go 45-15 with the Pirates, Cardinals, and Marlins staying as inconsistent as they've been, they'll make the playoffs. It's a lot. It's asking for a lot, Menino. But hey, I do believe in miracles as one thing. We got CM Republican. I'm used to the name being Ali Bateman, but what's going on? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. So we're going to the bottom of the first inning. It's still a scoreless game. Let me do some scores around the MLB. The Yankees have a doubleheader. They're trailing right now 2-0 versus the Pirates. Red Sox are up 4-0 over the Orioles. Mets and Brewers scoreless. Giants, Royals scoreless. And all the other games have yet to start. Nationals, Rockies, 3:10 Eastern Time. Athletics, Diamondbacks, 3:40 Eastern Time. Reds, Mariners, 3:40 Eastern Time also. Cardinals, Angels, 4:07 Eastern Time. We got the Dodgers and Phillies at 6:40 Eastern Time. Twins and Guardians, same time. Here's the first pitch from Christian Scott. It is going to be in there, strike one. Tenemos Soto Ramirez. Hola, hello. Y Soto está libre hoy. Si Soto no está jugando en este juego, es un día de descansar. 0-1 pitch. That is going to miss inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 7:05, the Yankees doubleheader. The second game will start. Max Fried is back. 7:07, we got the Blue Jays versus the Rays, 1-1. That is going to be in there, strike 2. And yeah, the Blue Jays have really been struggling. We got the Red Sox and Orioles in the second game of the doubleheader at 7:10. Braves and Padres also at 7:15 tonight. Here's the 1-2. Christian Scott misses outside, 2-2. Tigers and Cubs at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. White Sox and Rangers, 8:05 Eastern Time. And then at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time, we got the Marlins versus the Astros. That is going to be fouled away. We are going to do it again at 0-2. 0-2. 2-2, sorry, is the count. We're going to do it again at 2-2. What's up? How you been? Mets are winning series. Hey, look, they won against the Phillies. Let's see if they could do it now. That's going to miss outside. Full count. Hopefully they can win this series and we can win against the Dodgers. Look, if the Mets find a way to win this series and take the series versus the Dodgers, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that the Mets are back 3-2. That's going to be fouled away again. I'm not going to sit here and say the Mets are back and they're about to go on this massive run. But if the Mets could win this series today and win the series versus the Dodgers, they arguably played 3 of the best teams in the NL, and they took series from all of them. That would be pretty impressive. So I hope we can see that. That is going to be fouled back again from Christian Yelich. So he is making Christian Scott throw a lot of pitches. And yeah, the way the Phillies lost last night, it was a very, very game-ending 5-2, 6-4 double play. I mean, that's a really, really bad base running error by JT Realmuto. So Ramirez, sí, muchas gracias por llegando aquí. Here's pitch number 9 of the at-bat, and that's going to be popped up. Is this going to be playable for Bichette? It looks like it is, and Bichette is going to catch it in foul territory. That is going to be 1 out in the inning. 1 out in the first inning. Nice at bat for Christian Yelich. Look, folks, let's see if the Mets can win a series. That's what it comes down to. Can the Mets win this series? That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking to see if they can put this together and just win some games, finish on a good note. Because last year, here's the pitch to Turio, strike 1. Last year, look, I know the Mets collapsed, but more than it just comes down to they finished the season bad last year. They started this season bad. We want to see some good things from this team, you know, for the Mets to at least feel good about themselves. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And Clay Holmes, he is going to be having a rehab start. Clay Holmes is going to be having a rehab start. I'm not sure if it's today or tomorrow, but he's going to be having a rehab start. And there's been some rumors that Clay Holmes, it is a higher possibility that he would be traded than the Mets signing him for an extension. So, you know, we're going to have to see how that's going to work out. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now coming to Chiriot. He's going to foul that away. 0-2. We're going to do it again. Yeah, so, you know, I'm hoping that the Mets can finish off the season with some momentum, with some good vibes, you know, with some good vibes. You can see the team finish good. 0-2. That's going to miss inside and tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes right now. That's the count at the moment. Let us see here. All right, here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout right there. So that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. Nice pitch there by Christian Scott to get the 2nd out of the inning. Christian Yelich, Jackson Chiriot, Bryce Terang, William Contreras, Garrett Mitchell, Andrew Vaughn, Jake Bowers, Cooper Pratt, and Joey Ortiz. That's the lineup for the Brewers in this game. Here's the pitch, and that's going to miss low. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1 ball, no strikes. The Mets record on this season, 43-59. Carson Bench is in left. A.J. Ewing center. Brett Beatty's in right. I don't like Brett Beatty in right. Alvarez catching. Bo Bichette at third. Lindor shortstop. Simeon second base. And Jared Young's at first base with Christian Scott pitching. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming from Scott to Bryce Terang. Here it is. And he misses low again. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 right now. That's the count at the moment. Bryce Terang hitting .258 on the year, 14 home runs, 61 RBIs. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Terang. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. And look, folks, shout out to all of you that are here with us. Uh, I hate Beatty in the outfield. Yeah, me too, Manino. I don't like Beatty in the outfield. 2-1, that's going to miss inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Brett Beatty in the outfield, I absolutely don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't think I'm ever going to like it, honestly. I just don't like him. Infield, okay. 3-1. That's going to be ball 4. Christian Scott walks the 3-hitter Bryce Terang, and he's going to have to deal with now the 4-hitter. The 4-hitter for the Brewers right now. Look, folks, shout out to all of you that are here with us on TikTok, also on Twitch with us. Not Twitch, but on Facebook with us. Appreciate all of you being here, representing, and being a part of this channel. All right, so here's the pitch right now to Contreras from Christian Scott. Here it is. That's going to be first pitch, fouled away, strike 1. First one, fouled away, strike 1. Yeah, I don't know why he's in the outfield, Manino, but, I mean, I don't mind Soto getting a day off, but I just don't like Brett Beatty in the outfield. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be popped up. Should be easy for Jared Young, and he makes the play, and that's going to retire the tie. So both teams don't score after 1, and the Mets and Brewers, we are now going to the 2nd inning. This game started off with 3 strikeouts in the 1st inning, but Bo Bichette was able to reach on an infield single, then an error by the pitcher throwing the ball away. And the Brewers, they get a walk, but they do not score any runs in the 1st inning. So let's see how this game will continue to go. Bro, Soto DH yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I mean, what can we say? I guess just trying to keep them healthy, but at the same time, what can we say? There's not much I can say other than whoever's on the field, for me, it's not an excuse. I would like to see the Mets get themselves a victory. So let's hope that they can be able to do that. Let's hope 100% that they can be able to, take care of business in this regard. Let's hope so, folks. Let's hope so. After today, the Mets have an off day tomorrow, Thursday. Off day tomorrow, Thursday. And I'm going to give you quickly the rest of the schedule for the New York Mets. And yes, Clay Holmes' first rehab start is actually going to be tomorrow. Clay Holmes set for a first rehab start Thursday with AAA Syracuse. Since May 15th, when he was struck with a comebacker, he hasn't pitched since then. So that is more than 2 months. So let's hope that he can look good. But again, Clay Holmes could very well be traded. Clay Holmes could very well be traded. Would the Mets give him an extension? I don't know. And it depends on what extension he wants. All right, Polanco right now is up. He is the first pitch to Polanco. He's going to take a ball up high. 1 ball and no strikes right now. So, look, the Mets schedule for the rest of the month of July. I won't do the rest of the season, but all right, let me see here this pitch real fast. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to also miss outside. 2 balls and no strikes right now. So, we're in the month of July. The Mets tomorrow, again, day off. Then they play the Dodgers in a 3-game set. It's going to be a big series. Here's the 2-0 pitch right now. Here it is. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. Nice location. 2-1. Yeah, that's going to be a strike. Contreras is challenging that. 100% that's a strike. So, yeah, Mets have a 3-game set versus the Dodgers at home. Then they got 3 with the Braves at home. And then they finish off the month of July again at home. So from the 24th to the 31st, and not even the 31st, to the 24th, from the, all right, 2-1 pitch. That's going to be another strike, 2-2. So, and Jorge Polanco is going to challenge this. Like, what is this guy doing, man? Come on, Polanco. Jeez, man. So, look, from the 24th of of July till August 2nd, the Mets will be home for a, what is it, a 10-game homestand? That homestand, that 10 games will go into the trading deadline. Here's the 2-2 pitch right now to Polanco. Polanco fouls it away. Yeah, look, after this game, if the Mets could win this game and for this ending, this 10-game stretch at home before the All-Star, before the trading deadline, look, let's see. Let's see what could happen, you know. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Polanco. Polanco strikes out. So you challenge a pitch and then you strike out. Ridiculous. I don't think Holmes should be traded. I convinced him to opt in and then give him an extension. All right, next year at the break, so make him feel good. Before you get back to the schedule, it's well known around the league they have the second. Schedule is the league. Yeah, Mets have the second schedule, the second hardest schedule, man. But at the end of the day, for me, it is what it is. You could have the hardest schedule, the easiest schedule. At the end of the day, you still got to win the games. Here's the pitch to Young, and he's going to show bunt, and he's going to get it down. Nice play by the third baseman, but they're going to call him out right there. Wow, that was a nice play right there by Ortiz. Let's see if the Mets will challenge this, though. I don't think the Mets are going to challenge this, though. Nice play by the third baseman, Ortiz, though. Nice play by him. Yeah, but Jared Young, not good of him staying there to look at the... Yeah, he was out. He was definitely out on that play. There's 2 outs there. Marcus Semien is up right now. First pitch to him is going to be in there. Strike one. Strike one to Marcus Semien. He's the 7th hitter in this game for the Mets. Yeah, he was definitely out. Got him. Jared Young, you got to, instead of looking at the ball, you got to run. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. Semien takes another strike. 0-2. A strike away. So, yeah, look, folks, it comes down to that. These next 10 games, I know that the Mets are, you know, we know that the plan, they're going to be selling. 0-2. Fouled away. We know that the Mets should very well be selling. But, look, if in this 10-game homestand, the Mets found a way to go an 8-2, a 7-3, I'm telling you, I still think people would go, but some things would change up. I'm telling you. Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. Semien takes low. And I saw something that what the Mets are asking for Weaver is astronomical. That's the word that was used. The return they're asking for Weaver. An astronomical return. And if they don't get that, it's good chance that they're going to end up keeping him. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Semien right now. Semien takes outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Mets only have 1 challenge left in this game. Polanco made a challenge. It should be up. When he throws a 27-28 innings scoreless inning streak, got to get something good. 2-2, full count. You got to be able to do that. If what Weaver's done this year and his deal is not a bad deal, you got to be able to get something really, really good for him. If not, MLB ready players, some good prospects. Good prospects because, you know, it's important. Honestly, Menino, what would you do about Peralta? I'm trading him back 3-2. That ball's crushed. Left field, but Churio, it's out of here. Marcus Semien hits a solo home run. Nice at bat by him right there. The 10th home run of the season. A really nice at bat. He got down 0-2 and he hits himself a home run. Look, Menino, all jokes aside, I would trade Freddie Peralta right back to the Brewers, or I would trade him to the Cubs. There's no chance, absolutely no chance, absolutely no chance that I'm keeping Peralta. No chance. He just hasn't handled New York well. First pitch to Brett Beatty, he swings and he lifts it up to left field. Churio is there though, and Churio's going to make that play. and that's going to retire the side. But the Mets, just like yesterday, a second inning home run gives them a 1-0 lead. Peralta needs to be gone, not to the Brewers though, because they'll make us a laughing stock. Man, I don't even care about that. I just want him gone, man. I want him gone. And look, I want him gone to the place that the Mets can get the absolute best thing. And the best thing is not going to be that good for how bad he's been. But there are some teams that I'm confident, they are confident that if they get Freddie Peralta in their organization, they believe that they will be able to fix him. It's just the reality. It's just the reality of some teams, without a doubt, they will believe that they could be able to, fix him. We got 305. Mad Love is here. What's going on, 305? How you doing? I hope all is well with you. And yeah, folks, we are live for New York Mets baseball. What happened with the Blue Jays? See you? I don't know what's going on with the Blue Jays. They're not giving us back Sproto, Jet Williams. Look, it's okay. We don't need them back. Look, all right, Manino, if there's one thing we can say, and I don't know if you agree with this, Manino, but look, Zach Thornton, did you know about Zach Thornton? Am I guaranteeing that this is what he's going to be? Of course not. But so far, Zach Thornton has faced the Brewers. His last start, I forgot who it was. The Red Sox that were red hot. The Phillies. And even the Nationals. And he has looked pretty good. I'm not saying that he's going to be an all-star great. I'm not saying that. But so far, what we're seeing from him is pretty impressive. So this is telling me that the Mets do have some players in the farm that you can't be afraid to give up some of the other guys for you and give the other guys chances. Ball one. What stats Mets have? Mets have one infield single and a home run by Simeon. Brewers have no hits yet. They have a walk, though. They've reached with a walk. Yeah, they have been phenomenal. I'm telling you, that's going to be fouled away. They've been phenomenal. So it makes me understand. Look, the Mets gave Brandon Sproat away. Is he going to be better? Probably, but he's not looking too good. He's not looking too good, Brandon Sproat. Jet Williams is not even in the big leagues yet. And I'm surprised by that. 1-1 pitch. Misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. So, if I'm the Mets, and look at Jonah Tong, Manino. Jonah Tong, after the season he had last year, he is a mess in AAA. A mess. An absolute mess. He has no value at the moment. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a nice pitch there by Christian Young. So, if I'm the Mets, you got to do what you got to do. Williams is their number 5 prospect. Jet Williams, yeah. But I would trade Peralta without a doubt. And I don't know what they're going to get, but 2-2 pitch. That's going to miss outside. Just missed outside. Yep, Jonah Tong's not ready. Yep. So, and any value that he had, for now, that value's gone. Any value. So, we're going to have timeout there from the hitter. Timeout right there from the hitter. Here's the 3-2 pitch right now. That's going to be fouled back. That was 96 miles per hour from Christian Scott. 96 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour right there. Let's see here real fast. You know what's crazy? Tell me. That's going to miss ball 4. So, a walk from Christian Scott. Nice at bat right there. Yeah, TikTok, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. This is like the 7th time in this live stream, in this last 30 minutes, TikTok says, this behavior is not in line with our policies. Gifting is suspended in this live reason, repeated or prolonged action that lacks sustained engagement. I mean, what does that even mean? Um, First pitch is going to be a ball outside to Andrew Vaughn. We got Jack Wender. He has a lot of hype. Exactly. What do you say about, tell me, Manino. Tell me, what's the point you got there? Here's the pitch to Vaughn. That's going to miss inside. So Christian Scott, this inning, he's definitely struggling with a little bit of control. Let's see if he can avoid getting into trouble. Let's see. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Let's see if he can get out of it and not get into any further trouble. Okay, let me see what Manino says here. 2-1. That's going to be fouled away. 2-2. Manino says, barring them not trading home the rotation, there will be Clay, McLean, Scott, and Thornton. Look, and I'm telling you, those 4, I think those 4, look, I'm not saying that they're going to be great, the best pitching in the league. 2-2 pitch. That's hit to left center field, and it's going to be a base hit. And it's going to be a first and third. Yep. It's going to be a first and third. And the Brewers right now have first and third with nobody out. So they are looking right now to get themselves even or to take themselves a lead in this inning. I think that they give them a chance. Look, Christian Scott. That was off the end of the bat. Yeah. Christian Scott, he's done a really good job. But I know that we can't expect him to be as good as he's been all the time. He's 100% been, it's been tough with him. It's been good with him, but every pitcher goes through adversity, Here's the first pitch. That's going to be a strike. Strike one right there. And yeah, I'm not sure why it's showing first and second, but it's first and third right there. Look, if you could get a double play, I think the Mets would take the double play. Of course, they want to keep the lead, but let's see if they a strikeout. Can he get a strikeout right now? Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 0-2. So he's a strike away from getting a much-needed strikeout. A much-needed strikeout. Let's see if he can get it. We don't what's going to happen, but Scott usually gives us a chance to win. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Peralta, 0-2, misses. Peralta, he gives us absolutely no chance to win. That's what I've noticed with Freddie Peralta. I mean, we are having no chance to win with Freddie Peralta. I mean, no chance. None. And that's unacceptable. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Pop them up. On the infield, Bichette is there. And he's going to make the play. So that's a big out right there. Big out there for Scott. Let's see if now he can get the pitcher's best friend. Let's see if he could get that pitcher's best friend, that double play right now. Let's see if he's able to get that there. But yeah, folks, what I will say is mainly that that's all we can ask from the Mets pitchers. Give them a chance to win, Peralta giving up 5 runs in 3 innings, you don't have no chance to win like that. That's going to be, I thought that was a strike, but nonetheless, the umpire calls it a ball, and the Mets only have 1 challenge left, and they're not going to challenge that right there. They're facing the rookie right now, Pratt. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him right now. Shows bunt. And it's going to be 2-0 right now because that was way out of the zone. Surprised by that right there. They tried a safety squeeze right there. Here's the 2-0 pitch right now. 2-0. That's going to be in there, strike one. Look, the only bad thing so far in this game is that Scott's pitch count has gotten pretty high. He's already up to 40 in the second inning, and he's already gotten, so he hasn't gone 6 innings yet in a game, so that could be a sign where maybe today it won't continue. He won't go 6 innings. All right, here's the 2-1 pitch right now to Pratt, the rookie from the Brewers. 2-1. Misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, Christian Scott, he's struggling to throw strikes this inning. Definitely struggling. He has 18 and a third inning pitches per inning. That's 6th most in the MLB. 18 and 1.1. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Christian Scott is averaging 18.1 pitches an inning. 6th most in the MLB. That's a lot right there. It's definitely a lot. And it's something that's harpered him from going deeper into games. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wow. So Christian Scott dials it up to 96 and blows away Cooper Pratt. Big striker. Let's see if he could get out of this inning. He has the 9-hitter right now. Threw it right down the middle, on a little bit on the outside. So really, really nice pitch right there. Challenged him, and I think that this guy likes the ball inside. Joey Ortiz right now is up though. Let's see if he could get out of this inning right now. Christian Scott, can he get out of this inning? We got MJ Forever's here, Menino, Benji, Felix is here, Notorious Clout is also here. Let's see if the Mets could get out of this right now. Here's the first pitch from Christian Scott. There it is. Fouled away. Strike 1. Look, this inning arguably could be over in the sense of it could be over, but, Christian Scott walked the leadoff hitter. That's like the worst thing a pitcher can do in a game. Walk the leadoff hitter. It's one of the worst things. Most times runs come in. Most time that walk, they end up scoring. Let's see if the Mets can get out of this though. 45th pitch of the game for Scott. Fouled away. He needs another strike to get out of this. Let's see, folks. Let's see if he could get out of this. Christian Scott is a strike away from getting out of first and third with no outs and no runs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled, no. Hits a right field. Benj, wait, Beatty's there. Yo, Menino, why is Brett Beatty playing right field? This guy's horrible in right field. Damn, son, this guy's horrible out there. Unbelievable, man. This guy's horrible, man. That's the game. A play like that could be the game right there, man. Catch the ball, man. Jeez, man. This guy, man. Why is he in the outfield, man? Damn, son. Sean, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hope all is well with you, Sean. Damn, son. This guy's, it's a joke. Like, I've noticed since, like, Brett Beatty, every time this guy plays the outfield, he gets exposed. Come on, man. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Damn, son. It's a ball that needs to be caught, man. Strike 1. Jeez, man. My goodness. Yup, 2 runs scored. It ended up being a triple on a ball that should be caught, man. Damn, man. 0-2 pitch. Misses. 1-1. Damn, son. You put this guy in the game and it's like, come on, man. He's not an outfielder. That experiment of him playing the outfield, it don't work. He's not good out there. 1-1. Damn. 2-1. Soto's a better outfielder than Brett Beatty. Soto, and that's horrible to say there. Juan Soto's a better outfielder than Brett Beatty. Damn, son. 2-1 pitch. 3-0, 3-1 now. Jeez, man. Don't understand why this guy stays, why they continue to put him in the outfield for. He's horrible in the outfield. He's horrible. 3-1 pitch. Base hit. Now it's 3-1. Damn, son. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Jeez, man. Telling you, man. That makes me so angry, man. Strike one, man. Damn, man. They love giving runs away, man. They love it. They love to give runs away, man. Damn, man. 0-1 pitch, here it is, man. Pick off attempt. He's back. In case you guys missed it, Christian Scott got into trouble. First and third, no outs. First and third, no outs. 0-1. 1-1. He struck out the next two batters. Now the second out, he was down 0-2. Look, the ball was hit hard. But freaking Brett Beatty can't catch a damn fly ball. And I don't understand why he's in the outfield, man. Don't understand why he's there. Fouled back. Damn, man. He's out of position. Duh. Like, but why? What, because you don't want to play Robert Jr.? What, because you don't want to put Soto in the game? Come on, man. Damn, man. 1-2 pitch. Strike three. Jeez, man. Brett Beatty better do something, man. That's all I got to say. He better do something in this game. You better do something. Seth, it's not a good start for the Brewers. It's a gift. The Mets gave Christmas gifts to the Brewers. It's not a good start for the Brewers. Not a good start. Jeez, man. Telling you, man. Brett Beatty in the outfield, that pisses me off. I'm telling you guys. It absolutely pisses me off when this guy plays the outfield. Almost every time, serious, I kid you not, almost every time I see Brett Beatty play the outfield, an error happens. Or a ball that should be caught is not caught. I'm telling you, man. It's not. As soon as I looked at the Mets lineup for today, I knew we were screwed. Damn, son. Brett Beatty can play second base or third base or even first base. He cannot play the outfield. Not right now. Not now. Too many damn errors, man. Jeez, man. It makes me angry because 1-0 is 3-1 now. You know? Damn, man. This guy can't catch the ball out there. And it's something that happens it's been happening all season long when he's in the outfield. All season long. And it's annoying to watch. The Pirates are up 3-0 over the Yankees. They're going to the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox are looking for their 15th win in a row. They are up 6-2. Brewers are up 3-1. Giants and Royals are still scoreless. And there's still a lot of games that have not started yet. No, I'm all right. Thank you. Not now. Man. Brett Beatty in the outfield, man. Here's the first pitch to Alvarez. Alvarez takes a strike. No balls and one strike. Scott figuratively gets out of the inning. Beatty screws it up. And this is why we were saying what we said. Yeah, Menino. Exactly that. Here's the pitch to Alvarez. Ball. Oh, challenge that. Come on, Blue. What are we doing? Umpire called it a strike, but Alvarez challenges it. And I'm okay with this challenge because that's a ball, man. Jeez. Blue, what are we doing, man? Mets win the challenge. It's 1-1. Mets still have one challenge left. But, man, this guy, Brett Beatty, man. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. Alvarez hooks it. That's going to go foul. Man, I'm telling you guys. You guys have no idea the level of frustration that, Brett Beatty in the outfield gives me. Absolute frustration. 1-2 pitch. Strikes out. Alvarez down swinging. 1 out in the inning, man. My goodness, man. My goodness. Mets have the top of the order up right now. Brewers are very tough to beat, Seth. Yeah, they're tough to beat when you give them extra outs. Still got about 2 more weeks to the trade deadline. Right on that, right, or less than that. About 10 days or so. Something like that. Here's the pitch to A.J. Ewing. A.J. Ewing pulls it. That's going to go foul. Strike 1. Hit it hard, but it went foul. Man, I'm telling you, Brett Beatty in the outfield, I just can't drop it right now. That absolutely frustrates me when he plays the outfield. Oh, 1 pitch right now. A.J. Ewing has himself a base hit right now in front of Lindor as the Mets look to get back in this game and get even. I hope they can pick up Beatty, but it still doesn't change the fact that Beatty should not be playing outfield. A.J. Ewing could be the Mets' leadoff hitter of the future, honestly, what we're seeing out of him. Pretty impressive. Here's the pitch to Lindor coming up. First pitch. Lindor takes a ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes. Folks, in case you missed it, Mets got a 2nd inning home run from Marcus Semien. And in the 2nd inning, Christian Scott got into trouble. 1st and 3rd, no outs. He struck out the next 2 batters. Let me tell you the rest after a pickoff attempt. He's back. But after trying to get the last out, the ball was hit hard, but it was hit towards Brett Beatty. A play that should have been made. It should have been made. It doesn't matter. It should be caught. He doesn't catch it. And the Brewers turned that into 3 runs. 1-0. It's going to miss high. But the umpire says it misses high, but the Brewers are challenging it. Let's see. It may have nipped the top of the plate. Let's see before I change it. Nope. It's a strike. Brewers win the challenge. It got the top part of the plate. So it's a 1-1 count right now. 1-1 count right now. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. 1-1. Lindor swings and misses. 1-2. Mets and Yankees aren't going anywhere. Dodgers 3-P and lockout coming. Joe Sandman, I don't believe. I sincerely don't believe. I bet Beatty's going to be traded. Look, at this point, I think Brett Beatty could be a pretty good player. I do. Just not in the outfield. And I don't think he can be your 3rd or 4th best player on a team. I don't think so. At least not now. 1-2. Lindor hits it to center field, but Mitchell's there. And that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. look, if the Mets trade Beatty, out. Look, if I had to choose Mauricio or Beatty, I will keep Beatty. Get Mauricio out of here. I do not like Ronnie Mauricio. In the sense, Ronnie Mauricio, he should not be up in the big leagues no time soon. No time soon, Mauricio should be up in the big leagues. He's just not ready. Bo Bichette is up right now. Here's the first pitch to him. Bichette takes a strike right now. Strike one. No balls and one strike. Bichette, in no way, no chance should he... sorry. Mauricio, no way, no chance should he be in the MLB. No chance. Here's Bichette right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bichette. Here it is. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, I'm pretty surprised that the Mets don't try to steal with A.J. Ewing enough. When A.J. Ewing is on base, for the most part, they just leave him there. They don't put many hit and runs with him. He doesn't even have a big lead right now. He doesn't. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. Good pitch right there. Threw it right there on the inside corner. Really good pitch right there. Well, Henderson, he's a strike away from getting out of this 3rd inning. Mets are trailing it 3-1. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming up to Bo Bichette. He's going to try to make him chase. Oh, he steps off. Henderson steps off right there. And they're going to reset right there. Henderson's up to 42 pitches in the 3rd inning. Christian Scott is already up to, almost 55. And he hasn't even started the 3rd inning. Here's the pickoff attempt. And he's going to get back. Second disengagement. Now he can get a little bit more of a lead, because if he doesn't pick him off here, he will get the base. Bichette takes low, 2-2. That was a quick pitch right there from Henderson. I like the quick pitch right there. Quick pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch right now. Bichette fouls it away. A.J. Ewing was running there. He was running there. Can't throw over anymore, pretty much. You can't throw over unless you're guaranteed going to get him. So, A.J. Ewing, 64%. He has 11 steals and 17 attempts. He's pretty fast, but I'm surprised he's been thrown out 6 times. 11 times he stole, 6 times thrown out. 2-2. Bichette, it was a foul ball. Bo Bichette was trying to get out of the way of that. It ran in on him, but he was able to just foul that off. Let's see here. Woof, yeah, that ran in on him. Ran in on him there. Let's see what's the pitch sequence he's going to throw him here right now, though. 2-2 pitch coming up. Here's the 2-2 pitch coming up to Bo Bichette. 7th pitch of the at-bat right now. Here it is. Bichette fouls it away again. And A.J. Ewing was running there. He was running. Look, if Bo Bichette could put this ball in play, maybe to a gap, the Mets definitely could get a second run and cut this lead to a 1-run game. Look, again, when we started off this game, the Mets right now on this 6-game road trip, they are 3-2. If they lose, a lot of people will take a 3-3 road trip. Here's the pitch. Bichette fouls it away again. If the Mets lose this game and they go 3-3 on the road trip, it's not bad. It's okay, you know? 3-3 versus 2 of the best teams in the NL on the road. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay, though. But if they could find a way to win this game, especially now that it has to be a comeback, 4-2 against one of the 2 best teams in the 2 best teams, not the actually 2. Bichette strikes out. A 4-2 stretch against 2 teams that are, one of them being the 2nd best, and then the Phillies are the 3rd or 4th best in the NL. It would be impressive if they could finish that off winning both series. But of course, the Mets are going to have to make a comeback. And it's still early. Still early. But again, I do not like what's his name, Brett Beatty in the outfield. This game right now should still be 1-0. Should still be 1-0, but because Brett Beatty can't catch the fly ball in the outfield, Mets are trailing 3-1. So that is very, very much frustrating. Look, folks, thank you all for being here with me on this live stream. I ask all of you, like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Help this channel continue to grow. If you're on TikTok or Facebook, you can also follow and continue to help this channel grow. It's just not, we're going to be talking about if they don't plug Beatty in left in the 3 runs. And Beatty was in right. Yeah, I mean, he was in right field. But I'm telling you, man, it's just very, very frustrating that he plays the outfield. I'm telling you. Very, very frustrating. And look, the Yankees, they were down 3-0, and they get a 3-run home run from Ben Rice. And now the Yankees down 3-0. They are now tied 3-3. The Red Sox are up 6-2 versus the Orioles. The Red Sox are looking for their 15th win in a row. And the Red Sox have a doubleheader tonight. If they win that, if they win now and tonight, they would have a 16-game winning streak. The Red Sox would have. So, again, that's very, very impressive what the Red Sox are doing. Very, very impressive. I mean, very, very impressive. All right. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch from Christian Scott. Strike 1. He's facing Bryce Terang right now. I don't know what's going on with TikTok today, though. 0-1. That's going to be fouled away. 0-2. Good. We need the Pirates to lose. 100%. 100%. We need all those teams. The Reds, they've definitely fell back. They're not that much better than the Mets right now. They're like 2 games better. 3-3, something like that. So, you know, here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled away again. 0-2. Christian Scott's pitch count is already up to 58. He needs an inning right now where, you know, it could be a little bit fast. He needs a quick inning, you know. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2. Grounded to Jared Young. He gets it to Christian Scott. It's going to be a ground out there. 1 away. They're showing the triple again by Ortiz. Let's see Christian Scott's reaction. He didn't show up his teammate or, you know, let's see what Brett Beatty does. Brady comes in. Brett Beatty comes in and, you know, he goes to Christian Scott and says, "My bad, man." And then Christian Scott, he didn't like come at him or anything. So you can appreciate that. Probably rattled and in his head, but we'll see what kind of ball Scott has. Yeah, 100%. Here's the 1-0. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1-1 is the count right now. 18th career start in right field. All of them are in 2026 for Brett Beatty. 1-1. Strike 2. I just don't like Brett Beatty in the outfield, guys. I don't. I really, really don't like him in the outfield. Not at all. I don't. I don't like Brett Beatty in the outfield. 1-2 pitch. Misses way low. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. 2-2 is the count. Orioles are chipping away. Orioles are now down 6-3 versus the Red Sox. Here's the 2-2 pitch coming up right now. Strike 3. Got him. 2 outs. It's a nice pitch right there. High sweeper. 4th strikeout of the game. Look, Christian Scott, when he pitched for the Mets in 2024, I was really impressed with what I saw from him. And, you know, here's the ball pitch. Ball went outside to Mitchell. You know, Been really, really impressed with him. So 100%, you know. It's good to see what he does. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be fouled away. 1-1. I'm doing what baseball players do. I'm having me some sunflower seeds right now. As I do the live stream. 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss high and tight. 2 balls and 1 strike right now. 2 balls and 1 strike at the moment. Here's the 2 balls, 1 strike pitch to Scott. That's going to miss way inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Come on, man. No walks. No walks right now, Scott. No walks. Can't afford to do a walk right here, right now. Can't afford to get a walk right now. It's the 3-1. That's going to be fouled back. Strike 2. He's a strike away. I remember his debut against the Rays. Yep, I do. He didn't win that game. Mets lost it. I think they got swept in that series versus the Rays. But he was pretty good. And he was pretty good. I remember that. It was on Fox 5. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard. Foul. I am original. Original. These are the classics. I'm telling you. They don't have these in Canada. But anytime I go to the U.S., I got to get those. I love those sunflower seeds right there. Been around since my childhood. Look, Christian Scott. Huh? No, the sunflower seeds. Christian Scott's up to 70 pitches already, folks. 3-2. Grounded to the second baseman. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. So that's going to do it. We're going now to the 4th inning. After 3, it's 3-1. Look, can we see a Mets comeback? It comes down to that. Can we see? Can the Mets come back in this game? That's what it's going to come down to. If they could come back and win this game, they will be going back to New York where, look, I know that Boston series happened, what? It's been more than a week now. I feel like the Mets haven't been in Citi Field in forever. All jokes aside, like I feel like it's been a while. Uh-oh, Ram Jam is here. What's going on, Ram Jam? How you doing? Hope all is well. Ram Jam's in the building. We got still Menino's here, Felix Machado's here, MJ Forever, Benji, X with the Powerpuff Girl is there. I remember growing up, Cartoon Network was a pretty good network, you know. I used to like that and Nickelodeon a lot. And what else? Courage the Cowardly Dog. Look, folks, can the Mets come back in this game? All right, can they come back right now? I know that a lot of people have given up on the Mets this season, but there are some people that still don't believe. The Mets right now are 9.5 games out of a wild card spot. 9.5. Look, 9.5 is not good. It's not. But it's not that bad. Sammy, how many subscribers on YouTube now? Ramjan, we're still at, I believe, 853. 853 on YouTube. I'm trying to get 1K before the month finishes, but I've been stuck on 853 for like a day or two now, so I'm gonna have to shake the waters to get it. But we're at 853 subs on YouTube. We're trying to get 1K before this month ends. Carson Benj is up right now. First pitch to him. Ball 1. Benj is hitting .262 on the year, 11 home runs, 4 RBIs. His OPS is .721. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside and tight, 2 balls and no strikes right now. 2-0. Yeah, look, for those that still believe. And there's some teams that have been struggling in the NL right now. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Strike 1. The Marlins are on a 8-game losing streak. The Cardinals on a 4-game losing streak. Some teams in the NL haven't been playing good baseball. So could the Mets, put together a little streak, something like the Red Sox? It doesn't even have to be 14. Can they get 7, 8 in a row? 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Benj, look, it got to be good, Benj. Please, Benj, don't swing at a ball if it's not a good pitch. You don't got to swing, Benj, if it's not a good pitch. I don't believe, but I hope. Hey, I hope as well. I hope as well. 3-1. Come on, Benj. Is that going to get out of play or is it going to be in fair territory? No, it's going to get out of play. All right. I thought that Benj was going to be retired there with a fly out. Come on, Benj. I didn't think that was a good pitch. But nonetheless, he still has another opportunity right there. Man, they have the roof open in American Family Field in Milwaukee. The shadow is all over the field minus left field. I would hate to play left field there. 3-2. Popped up. This one's going to stay in territory. It's towards left field, though. Churio's there, though. And Churio's going to make the play. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Hi, how are you? Soccer is over for the year. Look, the World Cup is over. I know that they're going to start the Premier League, something like that. That's going to be coming soon. I don't think I would cover that. I don't think. But right now, I'm going to focus on baseball. NFL preseason starts next month, August, very close. So I'm happy about that. And the NFL season, I'm excited about doing the NFL. Here's Polanco up. Polanco takes a ball, 1 ball, and no strike. 1 ball, no strikes, folks. Look, folks, if you're on YouTube, don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Send this to other Brewer fans. Send this to Met fans. And let's keep it going. Let's grow. 1-0. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 1-1. Look, Polanco coming back. He hasn't done nothing. Let's just say that. He's hitting like 150 on the year. He hasn't done nothing. This signing has been an absolute disaster so far. Polanco, a disaster. 1-1. Swing and a miss again. I mean, he has been an absolute disaster of a signing, Polanco. I mean, it is like, geez, man. I think his contract is a 2-year. Let me mute that real fast. I think that Polanco's contract is a 2-year, something like that. 1-2, that's going to miss outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I believe Polanco's contract is a 2-year, $40 million, and I'm telling you right now, that contract looks absolutely horrible. 2-2, strike 3. Telling you, man, this guy is doing nothing. He's doing the same thing he did. He's doing the same thing he did when he wasn't playing. Nothing. When he wasn't playing, he wasn't doing nothing. Now that Polanco's playing, he's still doing nothing. And it's just very, very much frustrating, man. Here's the pitch to Jared Young. Ball 1. Mets have a remaining strength of schedule of .533, highest in the MLB. I don't care. 1-0, 2-0, almost hit him. That don't mean nothing to me, man. That doesn't mean anything. Any team can beat any team. Of course, I'm not saying it's easy, but, let's see. All right, here's the 2-0 pitch right now coming to Jared Young. Jared Young fouls that away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, folks, if you missed it, Mets got a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning. Marcus Semien solo home run, but in the top half of the 2nd, Brett Beatty, a ball that should be caught, he doesn't catch it. Brewers end up getting 3 runs, and they lead 3-1. 2-1, changeup, strike 2, swinging and missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Walter Johnson, maybe the greatest pitcher of all time. He has 417 wins. Wow. 531 complete games. Wow. 2-2 pitch right now. Here it is. Strike 3. It's a good pitch. 8 Ks in the first 4 innings. Look, the Mets got to put the ball in play. It's just as simple as that. Do you know how to do the Texans? What do you mean by that, Brandon? Do I know how to do the Texans? Like, am I going to do their football games? I'm going to try to do all of the ESPN, like the national Monday night, Sunday night games. I'm going to try to do all of those games. And I'm going to do my best to follow the Jets and Giants as much as possible when we're talking about the NFL season. Those are things that I really, really want to be able to do, you know, for this NFL season coming up. But I'm really excited for that. Really, really excited to be able to do that. Yeah, 100%. Really, really excited to be able to do that and, you know, to keep working in the sense of this would be my first full NFL season. First full NFL season. I started the MLB season since day 1 in March. And even I started since the World Baseball Classic. NBA, I didn't do the whole season, but I did pretty much the whole playoffs, the ending of the season. NFL, I just did 3 playoff games. 2 of them normal playoff games and then the Super Bowl. And yeah. You know, let's see. We're getting locked down by a minor league pitcher. Yeah, Mets got to put the ball in play, man. It's just as simple as that. You got to put the ball in play. Mets are playing the Dodgers this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dodgers are coming into town. Ram Jam, you already know. Jets. I am really hoping for good things from the Jets. Let's hope the Yankees could come back and win this game as well. So Friday, the Mets and Dodgers. We got Sean Manaea versus Roki Sasaki. Saturday, we got, I'm going to tell you now, first pitch from Scott is a ball. Saturday, we got Yamamoto versus Nola McLean, must-see TV. And then Sunday, we got Emmett Sheehan versus Freddie Peralta. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now to Vaughn. That's going to miss low, 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, Christian Scott, look, he's already got a pitch count up to 73. He cannot afford to be walking people right now. He can't. Here is the 2-0 pitch right now. That's going to be in there, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. He just gets the outside corner. I definitely can't wait for NFL season, though. I really cannot wait for that. I'm excited. 2-1 pitch. That is going to miss low again. 3 balls and 1 strike right there. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1. Here is the 3-2 pitch right now. Strike 2. Full count. Oh, boy. What is Blue doing? Mets are challenging that because it's a strike. Come on, man. What are we doing, Blue? 100% that's a strike. The umpires, they've challenged the umpire maybe 5 or 6 times already in this game. And I think they've won every challenge minus 1. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, but he walks him there. Come on, Scott. Sammy, where did your team finish in the tournament? Look, we made it to the semifinals. And we lost. There was no 3rd place game, but if you want to put 3rd or 4th, you know, there was no 3rd place game. So we didn't play the other semifinal losing team. But you could say 3rd, 4th, you know, or tied for 3rd. Here's Bowers right now. That's going to be a ball inside. 1 ball, no strike. Yeah, folks, look, Christian Scott will be lucky if he can get through 5. Let's just say that. We'll be lucky if he could get through 5 innings because he's up to 78 pitches. And the Mets letting him get to 100 pitches, I don't know if they're going to do that. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. Misses, 2-0. He's not really challenging hitters right now. He's trying to get people to chase, and he's not pitching bad. I mean, it's just that inning, man. That inning with Brett Beatty not catching the baseball, man. I'm telling you, that changes games. Plays that's supposed to be made and you don't catch the ball, it changes the game. 2-0, strike one. Again, he's up to 80 pitches right now. 80 pitches right now. 80 pitches in the game. That's where he's at right now. Here's the 2-1 pitch right now. 2-1. Strike two. Right down the middle. 2-2. Boy, does he need pitcher's best friend right now. If this inning gets to Scott with like 95 pitches, he will not get to the fifth. I just don't see them letting him do that. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Strike three. So he gets a strikeout right there. Nice pitch right there. Really, really nice pitch. Really, really nice pitch right there. It was down. He was up 2-0. Scott was down 2-0. And he came back and threw 3 straight strikes. Got more than a corner. That got a lot of plate right there. Strike three. So, can he get a double play to get out of this inning? Can Scott get that double play and get out of this? He has Pratt, the rookie now. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one. He's thrown 4 straight strikes right now. 4 straight strikes at the moment right now. Let's see there if he can be able to do it. The Mets already have Cionel Perez up in the bullpen. And look, 0-1, misses 1-1. Look, I don't like disrespecting pitchers. I don't want to. You know? But at the same time, the Mets putting Perez in, it kind of feels like they're punting on the game. Even though it's early. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fouled it. 1-2. So, I just, look, I don't want this game to get ugly, you know? You don't want this game to get ugly. De La Cruz is playing his first game tonight as Philly. De La Cruz? Who's De La Cruz? Seth. Who is De La Cruz? Let me know. Who is De La Cruz? I'm not even sure who De La Cruz is. What De La Cruz you talking about? Can we get a pitcher's best friend? Look, the Red Sox still lead 6-3 going to the bottom of the 7th. They're looking for the 15th win in a row, the Red Sox. I need the Mets to do that. 1-2. Misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scott is up to 86 pitches. Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. is going to the injured list for the first time in his career. Yankees, Max Fried is back tonight. Max Fried comes back tonight in the second game of a doubleheader. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Pratt. Strike three. He's not going to challenge it. It was a ball. It was a ball. I will say that. It was a ball, but they don't challenge it, you know. He probably talking about Ellie from the Reds. But now I'd have to give him credit if he gets out of the inning scoreless. 100%. Wait. It sounds like crazy, but that's why I wouldn't have let him come back in the third. What do you mean let who come back in the third? Brett Beatty in the outfield. Ball one. What up, bro? This is probably Scott's last inning. Yeah, 100%. Nah, Christian Scott, look, he's earned it. I mean, look, the Mets are not pushing him. You know, they are not pushing him at all. They are not. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. Base hit. Ortiz has another base hit. Yeah, this may be, that may have been his last at batter right there. That may have been his last batter. Yeah, I would have pulled Brett Beatty maybe from the game. You got to catch those baseballs, man. So this guy Ortiz is hurt in the Mets right now. What up? Yeah, Jared, probably his ass inning. Let's see here. Time to trade everyone but Soto. Let's go ahead and get it over with. Yep, Christian Scott's done, folks. He's out of this game. Well, we could thank Brett Beatty for this. I'm putting this. Look, Christian Scott wasn't great. The most he was going to do was get 5 innings. But he had to throw maybe 10 pitches extra because of Brett Beatty. So I'm putting this on Brett Beatty. Brett Beatty, I'm sorry. You got to catch the baseball, man. It's just as simple as that. You got to catch the baseball. It's no, there's no excuses. You got to catch the baseball, Brett Beatty. And he didn't. And the fact that he didn't catch the baseball, so Christian Scott only goes 3 2/3 innings. Yeah, I didn't know who he is, Seth. And Ram Jam, I'll be back. All right, Ram Jam, see you in a few. What do you need a new catcher for the Astros? Any thoughts for a catcher? Man, the catcher position in the MLB is sometimes a tough position because teams that get a good catcher, they don't want to trade him. And because of how hard it is to find a reliable and good catcher, So it's a little bit tough in that regard when a team has a good catcher. But, let's see. I don't have a lot of thoughts. Carlos de la Cruz, yeah, I don't even know who that is, Seth. I wasn't even sure who that was. Carlos de la Cruz. Let's see here real fast. What else do you know about Carlos de la Cruz, Seth? Is he good? Let me know, because I don't really know anything about him. But definitely you could let me know. 100%. All right, folks, look. This game is either going to get ugly or the Mets are going to find a way to keep it close. It's just as simple as that right now. They are going to find a way to keep it close or it's going to get ugly. First pitch, ball 1. Cionel Perez is up right now. Again, I say it again. The game is going to get ugly now or they're going to find a way to keep it close. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now from Perez. Here it is. Grounded foul, 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, Mets from 305, mad love. It's not that easy to catch a baseball, sir. Tay Suave, I know it's not easy, but it doesn't take away that it's your job. You got to catch those balls that are hit there. You got to. 1-1. Misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Go ahead and talk Alvarez off our hands. He can't stay healthy. They're bringing in Cionel Perez. Why still with the big league club? I don't know. What can we say? I don't know. Here's a 2-1 pitch right now. Game may get ugly, and that's going to be fouled away. 97 miles per hour. 2-2 pitch right now. It's coming up. Look, I want to be optimistic. Game's not over, but you cannot let this game go to 5-1, 6-1. You can't. You got to keep it at 3-1 if the Mets want to have a chance in this game. They want to have a chance. They got to keep it there. 2-2 pitch. Full count. So the runners are going to get a start. Any ball in the gap is going to score 2. So Cionel Perez, you came into the game. You cannot walk the lefty when you come in the game. Oh boy. He better not walk the lefty, man. Here's a 3-2 pitch right now. Now you got to come into the zone. Grounded to Lindor. Lindor makes the play, and that's going to end the inning. So Cionel Perez gets the job done, and we still have ourselves a game, folks. Still have ourselves a game, all right? Mets are down 3-1 as we are going now to the 5th inning. Again, folks, Mets got themselves an early 1-0 lead in the second. It was a solo home run for Marcus Semien. But in the bottom of the second, the Brewers have first and third, first and third, no outs. Christian Scott struck out 2 of the next batters. And then the 9-hitter hit the ball well. I won't say he didn't. He hit the ball well and hard. But Brett Beatty playing right field where he shouldn't. Brett Beatty should not touch outfield unless it's an absolute emergency. But Brett Beatty touches the outfield and right field, a ball that should be caught. He doesn't catch it. 2-run score, and then after that, an RBI single, 3-1. That's where we're at now. Game's not over though, folks. Let's see if the Mets can get things going. The Mets are facing a pitcher that he's been pitching well, but they can hit this guy. And he is really good. Seth says they are both brothers. All right. Let's see the Phillies. The Phillies, who are the Phillies playing tonight? Clay Holmes got injured on May 15th when he got against the Yankees when a ball hit him in the fibula, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was in May 15th. So he's having a rehab start tomorrow. So look, Jared, what do you think? Mets extend Clay Holmes or they just trade him? What do you think is going to happen in that regard? It's an interesting point right there. Met fans, what do you think? Do you think that the Mets should trade Clay Holmes, or, keep him? What do you think if he opts out, especially? They put Beatty out there, Ram Jam, not his fault. They keep doing that. Ram Jam, 100%. I can't blame Beatty. I can blame more the manager. Simeon swings at the first pitch, fouls it away, strike one. It's more on the manager, 100%. It's more on the manager, 100%, but doesn't take away that I'm a little angry with him. Reports are saying they're going to move him. I've been seeing the same reports that they will move him. Tomorrow's an off day. Let's see what happens. That's going to be grounded foul again, 0-2. They may not move Weaver. They're asking a lot for him. Yeah, and they should. They got to ask for a lot for Weaver. You can't give him up for nothing, Keep Holmes, number 405 from Ram Jam. Ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Marcus Simeon. The only run in this game so far for the Mets is a Marcus Simeon solo home run in the 2nd inning. He has 211 average, 10 home runs, 30 RBIs. 1-2. Simeon hits it to the pitcher off of his glove. Second baseman still there. And he's going to make the play 1 away to start off the top of the 5th inning. The Mets are just not hitting right now. They are not hitting. They are not, they're facing a pitcher he's not doing good. Brett Beatty's up right now, folks. Minter's definitely gone. Him and Peralta will probably go back to back. Yeah, Brooks Raley as well. Definitely teams look for lefties. And I could see both Raley and Minter gone. Here's the first pitch now to Brett Beatty. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Raley, you talking about Raley Manino? Raley is definitely gone. Hit Met Brett Beatty. Brett Beatty, man. I'm so annoyed with Brett Beatty in the outfield. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. Misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can we just cut our losses with Lindor? Please. Tay Swab, the Mets are not losing or winning just because of Lindor. Look, Tay Swab, did you feel like this in 2024? If the Mets are going to trade Lindor and get better or help the team, all right. But I don't know why fans are like this all of a sudden. 1-1. Again, Brett Beatty swings and misses. They can't hit the changeup. I don't know why fans are don't get me wrong. I know Lindor's been bad this year, but, here's the 1-2 pitch. Brett Beatty cranks it to right field. That may be gone. Brett Beatty makes up a little bit for his mistake, hitting a solo home run, and he hits his 6th of the year, and the Mets are now down 3-2. All right, Brett Beatty. All right. They trade Lindor, they'll be way worse off. That's what I'm saying. Look, the only thing I could say with Lindor is that he is 33. But when was the last time before Lindor the Mets had a good shortstop? Probably Jose Reyes. So, Met fans need to be careful what they ask for. And now, if the Mets could trade Lindor and get Fernando Tatis Jr., I would do that trade. I would do that trade. Serious. Because Tatis is good, but he's also younger. But I'm not trading Lindor just for prospects. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Alvarez is up right now. Mets are down by 1. Here's the pitch to Alvarez. Alvarez trying to tie the game up, fouls it away. Strike 1. Let's see here. Bad and old. Tay Suave, come on, Tay Suave. He's bad and old. I'm still holding out hope for this team. New York Mets fan, I appreciate that. Look, the Mets are 9.5 games out of a playoff spot. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Another foul ball there. It's not good. But 9.5 is not, it's, if they were 15, 20 out, okay. 9.5 is not over. That's just how I say it. They'll trade Lindor. They'll be way worse. I agree. 0-2. Alvarez strikes out. My goodness, Alvarez. He needs to hit it another 2 to make up. Let's go. Ask and you shall receive. Sam told you Beatty had to do something. He did. He has. And he still has to do more, Menino. I agree. He has to do more. I think Mets would get rid of Luis Robert. I agree. Because I think Robert Jr. is on a team option for next year. So they don't have to bring him back. I think Robert Jr. for sure. Robert Jr. is not getting $20 million a year no more. So I do think he will get replaced. Traded at least. Here's A.J. Ewing up now. First pitch swinging. Hits it to right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Rolls all the way to the wall. Ewing to second. And he's going to stop there at second base. He has himself a 2-out double. So, Lindor, can Lindor tie this game up now or give the Mets a lead? Mets need an 8-game win streak and things will look brighter. I agree. I do think the Mets should trade Robert Jr. And who do you think is replacing Peralta in the rotation? Look, ideally right now, Jarrett, if the Mets could trade Peralta, I'm a little bit like Menino said, if they could get Clay Holmes to say, look, opt in next year and we'll extend you. I like Clay Holmes to stay. The 3 guys the Mets have, which is Thornton, McLean, and Scott, plus, Clay Holmes. I guess Manaea will replace. I don't think that, or you got to bring Jack Wenninger, That's just what I could say, honestly speaking. That's what I could say personally. That's all I could say in that regard. All right, Lindor. Let's see if Lindor could tie this game up or give us a lead. Lindor, first pitch. Swings and loses the bat. Strike 1. That's a world record on how far that bat went. That ball went literally right where the first base umpire was at. Wow. Yeah, get some pine tar. Get some pine tar there. But yeah, that's what I think. The first base umpire, he had to get out of the way of that. That was going to hit him. All right, Lindorf, you looked foolish on the first pitch. Please make an adjustment. Come on, you don't got to do too much. Just tie the game up. Go the other way. A.J. Ewing's on the base. Lindor this season with runners in scoring position, he's only 7 for 34. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Not good. 206 average. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Lindor right now. Here it is. Takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1-1. Look. Peralta being gone. Look. Peralta, when he pitches, he doesn't give the Mets a chance to win. A minor leaguer can do what Peralta's been doing, if we're being honest. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 92 mile per hour. Blew it right by him. He has a good changeup, so him throwing that 92 mile per hour, it looks even faster because he has a really, really good changeup. This is 80th pitch of the game. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now to Lindor. Lindor, hits it to the second baseman, and that's going to retire the side. The Mets do get 1 run back, though. Brett Beatty hits a home run. I'm still calling it. Brett Beatty has a lot more to do to make up for that misplay in the second inning. But Look, the Mets are still in this game, and I'm staying with this mentality of, look, if the Mets could find a way to win this game, they would be starting the All-Star off the second half. They would be starting off the second half with two road series versus the Phillies and Brewers, and they would have went 4-2 if they could win this game. Now, if they lose this game, and the Mets end up 3-3 after this first 6 games, it's not bad. It's not good. It's not great, but it's okay. It's average, being 500. But now, if the Mets could find a way to win this game, look, it would be really, really good. Really, really good to see. And I hope we can see it, folks. I really hope we can see it. Let's see if they can find a way. I mean, let's see if the Mets can have some magic like they did in 2024 in Milwaukee. Let's hope that they can have that type of magic, because without a doubt, I know that it's looking really bad. I know, but I still haven't given up on the season. I haven't given up on I haven't given up on the Mets. But, let's see what can happen, Let's see what they are going to be able to do as the game, goes forward. Let us see what they can be able to do. Let's see. All right, folks, we are still now, though, in the 5th inning. CNL Perez is still in the game. First pitch is going to be dropped by Lindor. It's going to be a leadoff single. I don't think they're going to give Lindor error for that. Lindor, look, could Lindor have caught that? Maybe, but it's a tough play. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a leadoff single, I would think. Yeah, it's a tough play for Lindor there. But the Brewers have the leadoff runner on. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes right now. 1 ball, no strikes right now. Shout out to X for the follow. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for helping this channel. We're at 1,850 followers on TikTok. That's going to be a strike from CNL Perez. Look, all we can ask from CNL Perez, keep the Mets in the game. That's all we can ask for him. Keep the Mets in it, Don't give the Brewers a big 2, 3, 4 run inning. Can't afford that. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. That's going to be fouled away. 1-2. That was a good pitch right there. It was in on his hands, and it ran in on him, and he was able to foul it. Look, we need pitcher's best friend right now. Pitcher's best friend, ground ball, double play to get 2 outs. That's what I'm looking forward to that. Can the Mets stay in this game? Here's the 1-2 pitch coming up now to Terang. Here it is. That's going to be fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now. 1-2 is the count. This is the 3rd hitter. Versus lefties, Bryce Terang is struggling. He's hitting 183. 1 home run, 11 RBIs. He's struggling. Versus righties, he's hitting 287. So that's a big difference right there. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. 1-2 pitch right now. Here it is. Doesn't chase it. Tried to get him to chase. He doesn't chase. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count right now. 2-2 right now. It's a big inning right here. The Mets got 1 run. You cannot afford, if you're the Mets, for, to go right back and just give a bigger lead back. 2-2. Grounded. Base hit. Doesn't it always happen that, for example, a lefty's hitting, he's hitting 187 against lefties, and he gets a base hit? I mean, geez, man. It got to be the Mets, of course. So just like I said, Cionel Perez is in trouble right now. He's in trouble. Man, what is going on with TikTok today? TikTok, this is like the 15th or 20th time. TikTok says, gifting suspended, your live stream features are suspended. This behavior is not in line with our policies. Gifting is suspended in this live. The reason, repeated, swing and a miss, strike one. The reason is repeated or prolonged actions that lacked sustained engagement. I mean, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? All right. Here's the 0-1 pitch here. That's going to be fouled back. 0-2. 98 miles per hour for Perez. 98 miles per hour. TikTok AI is out of control. I'm telling you. It's no joke. It is no joke what is going on with TikTok. I mean, like literally like the 20th time. And I appeal them all. And then they remove them. Yankees and Pirates are in extra innings right now. They're in the 10th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is a big out. Can you get a strikeout here? Whoa, way up high. Alvarez did a good enough job to catch it, though. Good enough job to catch that baseball right there. Yankees and Pirates in the sixth, in the top of the 10th. The Red Sox are up 6-3 in the 9th. They are trying to get their 15th win in a row. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. The Brewers are putting together some good at-bats right now. They are putting together some really, really good at-bats right now. And look, again, as I said, Mets were down 3-1. They cut into it 3-2. The last thing you want to do is make this game 5-2, 6-2. You want to keep it close if you're the Mets. You don't want the game to get out of hand. 1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cionel Perez, look, they were trying to stretch him through the 5th. I didn't like it. I don't know why Cionel Perez is with the team. Like, the Mets have Perez, Minter, and Brooks Raley. 3 lefties. I mean, normally teams have 2 lefties. Like, I don't understand why he's there, 2-2 pitch. Full count. And now if he walks him, it's going to be the bases loaded with no outs. And they'll be bringing in Brazaban. They will be bringing in Brazaban. They will 100% be, especially with a day off tomorrow. As I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, man. And Thornton went 6 innings yesterday, so it's not like the bullpen was overworked. 3-2. Grounded. They're going to get the out. They're going to get the out just that second. So they get a ground out, but the runner at third advances. So it's 1st and 3rd right now with 1 out. And sorry, the Brewers are going to challenge this, and they may actually get this. The Brewers are challenging this. They may win this challenge, folks. Let's see. Let's see right here. Let's see here, folks. Be safe. Bases are going to be loaded, folks. Bases are going to be loaded, folks. Alex says those 3 runs should have never happened. 100%. But because after review, overturned. Runner safe. Bases loaded, folks. Bases are loaded. It's going to be a base hit. Oh, man, yo. Why are they leaving Perez in? Bring Brazaban in the game. Go out with your best pitcher. If the Mets are going to lose the game, okay, go out with your best pitcher. Come on, man. Put Brazaban in the game. What are we doing? You're going to let Perez, he's thrown 20 pitches already. You're going to let him stay in the game for what? And yes, those 3 runs should not have happened. Andy Green, I believe that's his name, putting Brett Beatty in right field makes no damn sense. No sense at all. You got Tyrone Taylor on the team. Put Tyrone Taylor. But they don't. They put Brett Beatty. And don't forget David Stearns, run prevention. Jeez, man. Should be 2-0 right now, if we're being honest. But because of garbage decisions, this is the things that happen. And they're leaving Perez in the game. First pitch. Ball 1. Brazaban should have just started the inning. I'm telling you. We've seen and this through it was the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. Fouled. 1-1. Yeah, the play by Bichette wasn't a good play. He stood back on that ball. He could have came in on that ball a little more. The Mets could have put Brazaban this inning. They would have probably Luke Weaver available. Brooks Raley available. Minter didn't pitch yesterday. 1-1. In the dirt. 2-1. And they insisted on leaving in CNL Perez. Oh, my goodness, man. I'm telling you, man. They might as well just put Kodai Singh in the game. Why not? Why even have Brazaban in the bullpen for? For what? What, because it's lefty on lefty? It's the 5-hitter Mitchell. He's probably going to hit a grand slam now. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, don't throw him a strike now. Throw him a sinker that looks like a strike. Don't throw him a strike now. If you could get a ground ball to third base, go home, and then go to first, I'm telling you, you take that. 3-2. Strike 3. Good pitch right there. CNL Perez, for now, my bad. My bad, CNL Perez. My bad. But that's going to be all for him right now. Now they're going to bring Brazaban in the game. Brazaban's going to be coming into this game, folks. Mets are down a run in the 5th. Look, this is the game, folks. If the Brewers find a way to turn this game, I'm not going to say 5-2, but if they turn it to 6-2 or greater, I'm going to go out and think, I'm just giving my opinion, is probably over, But let's see. And the Red Sox, they've done it, folks. The Red Sox again, the Red Sox win. The Red Sox now have officially won, 15 in a row. And they have a doubleheader today. So if the Red Sox win tonight, they will have won 16 in a row. I'm telling you, what they are doing is absolutely incredible. Let me go to the Yankee game real fast. The Yankees, I need the Pirates to lose because the Pirates are in front of the Mets. Yankees and Pirates. Pirates have first and third, 1 out in the 10th inning. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be grounded. No, not grounded. It's going to be a base hit in front of Bellinger, and the Pirates are going to take the lead right now. So the Pirates lead it. Jermaine says it's crazy what Boston is doing with lesser talent than the Mets. We need some of that luck too, Jermaine. I'm telling you. Look, the Mets a few days ago, they were like 12 games out of a playoff spot. A lot of the teams in the NL have started losing a lot. They're 9.5 right now. 9.5 is not good, as I emphasize. But if the Mets could just go on a 6, 7, 8 game win streak, I'm telling you, that could make them like 6 games, 7 games out of a spot. And if you're 6 games or so out, it gives you a little bit of, okay, let's see. Listen, if they're going to do the impossible, Brazaban needs to execute, get out of here down the run. I agree. Look, the absolute worst I can say, a sac fly. That's it. Sac fly, runners don't advance. First pitch from Brazaban's a strike. Now, if Brazaban can get out of this with nothing, we take that. But I will say at least that. The absolute worst sac fly, that's it. Wilton is here. What's going on, Wilton? Another strike there from Brazaban. 0-2. They got to score. Hey, Granddaddy, appreciate you for sending. You're awesome. What's going on, Granddaddy? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. There's been so many of you. I haven't seen you all for a while. 0-2. Mrs. Low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's been a while. Wilton Bazil sends the shard of harp. Granddaddy, that you're awesome. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Brazaman. It's a big pitch right here, folks. 1-2 pitch coming up. It's the 6th hit of Vaughn. Here it is. Did he go? I thought he went. He did not go, though. 2-2. I thought he definitely went there. Let's see. Ooh. I thought he went there. That call could have gone either way, but I thought he went there, man. I thought for sure he went there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Did he go there? Oh, Blue, what are we doing, Blue? Oh, my goodness. 2 times, man. What are we doing, Blue? Come on, man. My goodness. 3-2 is a pitch here. Here it is. Grounded. Lindor gets 1. Double play. Let's go, man. Bases loaded, no outs. And the Brewers don't score, man. Let's go, man. Who says you can't get hype for Mets games still? Still getting hype. Peem. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, Menino. You already know, man. Damn, son. Jeez, man. Look, the Yankees now, the Pirates are leading 5-3. 5-3. Look, TikTok for the 21st time. Gifting suspended. And every time I appeal it. Like, what is TikTok doing? Thank you very much, Peen. Can you bring me the chips now? My goodness, man. Look, so the Pirates are up right now. They're putting a little bit of separation. I hope the Yankees could still find a way to come back and win it. But at least, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, let's hope the Yankees could come back and win this because we need the Pirates to lose as much as possible. But hey, look, that was big right there. That was big. It's big to get out of that inning. Really, really big. Really, really big to give up nothing. Now the Mets need to capitalize, man. They need to capitalize. You got to. You got to capitalize. Because that's still our team. You already know. Wilton, you already know. Let's go, Menino. It's our team. New York Mets fan, let's go. Stephen Curry, I'm telling you, 15 in a row. I just need 8. Look, the Mets this season, folks, 12-game losing streak, 7-game losing streak, a 5-game losing streak. If you combine those three, we're talking about, what, 12, 7, 19? That's 24 games that they lost in 3 separate streaks. If they just went 12-12 in that, Bo Bichette takes a strike. If they just went 12-12 in that, they are in it. You know? I mean, what can we say, man? Here's the pitch from Ashby. In the dirt, 1-1. Aaron Ashby is pitching for the Brewers right now. Yeah, Pirates are trying to put the game away right now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bichette. Oh, what a play by the second baseman. Wow. That's going to be a line out right there. What a play there by Terang. Terang, the second baseman. Yeah, it's a nice play right there. Really, really nice play right there. Really, really nice play right there. Carson Bench is up right now. First pitch to him, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch now to Carson Bench. Here it is. Bench takes another strike. 0-2. 0-2 is the count right now. Look, let's see if the Mets can capitalize, folks. Let's see. Ram Jam, what's going on? They got out of it. Aaron Ashby's 12 wins, tied for the most in the MLB. 0-2. Did he go? No, he did not go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If they would have said Carson Bench went there, it would be a productive day. I agree. Yo, TikTok needs to fix the amount of characters for each message, man. I have to keep separating messages, bruh. Yeah, TikTok, I'm telling you. 1-2. Grounded, foul. Again, gifting suspended for TikTok. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Francisco Lindor, yup, 15. 15. Telling you. What a job there by them. All right, Carson Bench, he's down 1-2. He's batting cleanup for the Mets today. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Bench fouls that away into the ground. It's going to be, we're going to do it again. Yeah, the Yankees, the game may get out of hand. It's 5-3. Pirates have bases loaded with 1 out. Let's see. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, boy. Let's see there if they can get out of it. Carson Bench. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Doesn't swing. He lays off. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. That's the count right now to Bench. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen, folks. Let's go Mets, man. In the good and the bad, I'm rolling with the team. In the good and the bad. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Ooh, froze him with a curveball. Strike 3. That was a filthy curveball. Just froze him. Nothing you could do about that. Nothing you could do about that. I just froze him there. Look, we got to think that Soto could be maybe available later in this game as a pinch hitter. Just that. Just as a pinch hitter. We can expect that. But let's see. Here's the first pitch to Polanco. Strike 1. Man, Polanco being in the lineup and Polanco being injured and not playing, we've seen the same exact thing. He's doing nothing. 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2. Quickly down 0-2. Quickly. We can't win if it's not in play. Exactly. You keep striking out, you don't got no chances. You got no chance. If you keep striking out, there's just no chance, you know? No chance at all. Polanco's hitting 169 on the season. 169 on the year. I mean, geez. Here's the 0-2. No, he doesn't swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 right now is the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. 1-2. Polanco hits it to left field, but Churrio's there, and he's going to make the play. So that's going to retire the side, folks. Polanco was definitely the worst Stearns move from last offseason. Let me see. Yeah. Polanco's worse than Freddie Peralta. He is. He's worse than Freddie Peralta. Not by a lot, but he's worse than Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta. All right. The worst one probably has to be Polanco. After Polanco, I would probably go with Robert Jr. Then after Robert Jr., what? I'll probably go with Peralta. Those 3 have been huge disappointments. Now, Bichette, he was a part of that early on in the year through April and May. Bichette was a huge disappointment. But, you know, he's found a way to stay respectable and play better baseball. So let's just hope that, you know, he can keep going. Yeah, so look, Brazaban, I believe he is going to be staying in the game. He's only thrown 6 pitches in the game, so, you know, in my opinion, yeah, leave Brazaban in the game. He's only thrown 6 pitches. No reason to take him out of the game. Leave Brazaban in the game. And Brazaban's number is 43. Huascar Brazaban. Let's see there. All right. It's a good game so far, though, folks. Look, arguably it should be 2-0. If the Mets lose this game 3-2, oh my gosh, I'll be so frustrated that it came down to that, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Robert Jr., at least he did give you some highlights. He did. Polanco's done absolutely nothing. Nothing. I mean, nothing. Nothing. Couldn't play first base. He's only available in DH. Has he played first base once since he's been back? I don't even think so. I don't think he's played first base since he's been back from the injury list. And that is just really bad. First pitch from Brazaban is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. A huge opportunity for the Brewers, and they don't score in that last inning. Popped up. Oh, boy. Wait, it's a left field. Benj is there. Benj is going to make the play. Benj is playing left field right now. I mean, why not put Brett Beatty in left field? You know, why Benj? Put Brett Beatty in left field. Why does Beatty get right field? Right fielder, in my opinion, is harder than left field, in my opinion. Especially in some of these ballparks when you have those long corners. Granddaddy says, I kicked both of my fantasy teams. Bruh, ball 1. What do you mean by that? What happened to your fantasy teams? No good today? Red Sox, 15 in a row. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now from Brazaban to Pratt. Swing and a miss, 1-1. This is tied for their longest win streak in franchise history since 1946. Wow. Wow. Here's the 1-0. Grounded, foul. I kicked Polanco and the pitcher off my team. Granddaddy, smart decision. Smart decision. Smart decision. Caden is here. What's going on, Caden? Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. Misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-2 right now, folks. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, folks. Grounded. Get back, Jared Young. It's going to be the second out of the inning. So a ground out. Now we're going to face the 9-hitter, Ortiz, who he's been absolutely on fire in this game. Wow. Milwaukee's America's Dairyland, and I'm a big fan of cheese. I'm a really, really big fan of cheese. I like cheese a lot. Can the Yankees come back? They actually didn't give any more runs up to the Pirates. Ortiz in and tight. 1 ball, no strikes. Ortiz has a 2-run triple. Should have been called by Brett Beatty. And he has a single. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike right now. 7th inning, if the Mets get out of this with Brazaban, I could see maybe Minter coming out for the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1. Hey, hard. This guy Ortiz, man. He has a triple, a single, and a double. Get the ball! Okay, it went out of play. Jeez, man. My goodness. They were about to give an inside the park home run, but the ball got trapped under the tarp. So that's the right decision. That's the right decision. Ain't no, if they were to give an inside the park home run, ground rule double right there. Jeez, man. Oh my goodness. This guy's hitting like unbelievable now, Ortiz. Yeah, that ball just went right under the tarp. That is just, I've never seen that happen before. Well, he's a home run away from the cycle. And Brazaban's going to come out of the game right now. AJ Minter is going to be coming into the game to face Yelich. So, yeah, you got to try to win this game if you're the Mets, man. Why not? Try to win the game. Try to win all of these games. So, AJ Minter's coming into the game right now. AJ Minter trying to get, trying to get the Mets out of it. So the Yankees have a runner at third. Jazz Chisholm is up. They're down to their final out. First pitch to Jazz Chisholm. Ex-Met is pitching. Gregory Soto. First pitch is fouled. Strike one. Here is the 0-1 pitch to Jazz Chisholm from Soto. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look, the Mets, they are trying to win 2 series, back-to-back series on the road. One versus the Phillies and one versus the Brewers, where, look, that'll be really big to see. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Jazz Chisholm, foul. Jazz Chisholm hits it foul. This Saturday, when the Mets play the Dodgers, it's must-see TV. Yamamoto versus Nolan McLean in Citi Field. That's must-see TV right there. Absolute must-see TV there. We got Sinatra's here. Sinatra's in the building. All right, Minter, he's on the mound right now. Let's see what Minter can do now. Here's the first pitch coming up from AJ Minter. Swing and a miss, strike one. No balls and 1 strike right now. Let's see if Jazz Chisholm can do anything. No, Jazz Chisholm takes a ball 2-2. I got the MLB app on split screen right now. Sinatra, I'm here, hoping the Mets could win this series. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Yelich. Misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brazaban's responsible for this runner at second base. Jazz Chisholm takes low in the dirt. Full count. Yankees need him on base, or I need some power from him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit well to center field. He ain't going to get that. It's going to be a double off the wall. Yelich is going to third, and it's going to be safe at third base. It's going to be a triple. Okay, why were they playing Christian Yelich so shallow? There's just some things that I watch and I'm just stunned. Like, what? Look how shallow you're playing this guy. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why are these guys playing so shallow? I get it, he's fast, but jeez, man. 4-2 right now, folks. Churio has a chance now to put the hammer down right now. First pitch. Foul back. Jazz Chisholm pops it up, and the ball game's going to be over. The Yankees lose the first game of the doubleheader. Pirates win it 5-3 in the Bronx. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now to Churio from Minter. Here it is. Fouled away again, 0-2. If you want to have a chance in this game, you got to get out of this inning with the same score. Cannot let the score get 5-2, 6-2. You can't. You just cannot afford to do it right now. Gotta keep it where it's at right now. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Churio. That ball's hit to center field. AJ Ewing's there. He's going to make the play. That's going to retire the side, but the Brewers get one run back. Mets have Young, Simeon, and Beatty coming up right now in the 7th. Mets have 9 outs left in this game. Let's see if they're going to be able to do anything, folks. Let's see. I'm not sure if the Brewers are going to leave their pitcher in, Ashby. Let me see a quick look. As of now, Ashby is going to be coming back into the game for the Brewers. As of now, so I'm not seeing any change announced, but let's see here. Yeah, for now, no changes announced. I believe Ashby is going to be coming back out. Look, so a quick look around the MLB scores. So the Yankees just lost 5-3. Royals are up 5-3 over the Giants. The Nationals and Rockies are scoreless. Athletics and Diamondbacks are scoreless. Mariners lead the Reds 1-0. Cardinals and Angels are scoreless. Dodgers and Phillies play at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Same time as well for the Twins and Guardians. 7:05, Yankees and Pirates play the second game of the doubleheader. Rays and Blue Jays play at 7:07. Orioles and Red Sox play the second game of the doubleheader at 7:10. Braves and Padres play at 7:15. Tigers, Cubs, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. White Sox, Rangers, 8:05 Eastern Time. And the Marlins and Astros, 8:10 Eastern Time. Red Sox won the first game of their doubleheader. 6-3, 15-game winning streak for them. Yankees lose the first game of their doubleheader, 5-3. How about the Boston Red Sox, folks? 15-game winning streak. I mean, wow. I'm taking a quick look at Pete Alonso's numbers. Pete Alonso's hitting .248 on the year, 21 home runs, 66 RBIs. His OPS is 809 right now. Not bad. Not great. Not as good as his season last year, but hey, it's not bad. All right, that's going to be Tyrone Taylor's pinch hitting for Jared Young against the lefty, so ball 1. Here's Tyrone Taylor right now, 1-0. Strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike right now. He's hitting .379 in the 15 games since he's been back from the injury list. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. That curve ball by Ashby is filthy. I'm going to be honest. It's a filthy curve ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Taylor. Does he throw him a fastball? Does he throw him that same curve ball? Here it is. He chases it. Threw him a sinker in the dirt. Strike. Got a strike out there. 1 away. Hardest hit of the balls today. Bryce Terang, a single. It was 109.8 off the bat. Yep, and Max Fried is coming back for the Yankees tonight. He's been gone for more than 2 months. Here's Marcus Semien. He has a home run in the second inning. First pitch to him, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. This guy Ashby, so far he's come out of the bullpen and he's been really good. Really, really good Ashby's been. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Semien. Semien takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yankees lost 2. Yup, Matt, they lost. I was hoping they beat the Pirates. Let's see if the Yankees could win as Max Fried comes back tonight versus the Pirates once again. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. Another good curveball. Yeah, this guy Ashby, his curveball is filthy. His curveball is absolutely filthy. He's pitching really good in this game. 1-2 pitch. Misses low. 2-2. Good take. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Outside. Full count. Look, Simeon, if it's not there, please take it. Take the walk. Take the walk, Simeon, if it's not there. Look, the Yankees, Yankees are going to be a playoff team. Matt, they're going to be a playoff team. It's tough. It's not easy. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Yeah, there you go, Simeon. Simeon takes a walk. Mets have the tying run on base. That's the first walk of the game. That's it. Ashby, he's pitching good, but oh wow, they're gonna pinch hit Brett Beatty. Brett Beatty's out of the game, and Robert Jr. is pinch hitting for him. So Brett Beatty, he doesn't have any more chances to make up for his misplay. Let's see if his Mets teammates could pick him up. Let's see if Robert Jr. could pick him up. Matt, do you think Judge is going to come back? We got MB Sports Edit here. New York Mets fan is here. Matt, Jared, Menino. I'm sorry my Brewers are doing this to y'all. Come on, MB Sports Edit. Come on now. They honestly winning now because of a mistake. Brewers, if anything, Mets so far have given it away so far. But let's see. Let's see if Robert Jr. can do something similar to what he did yesterday. Let's see. All right, Robert Jr. is pinch hitting for Brett Beatty. Let's see if he could throw him that curveball and make a mistake with it. First pitch here. First pitch, fastball, foul back, strike one. You guys are a good team. Need a good manager. We need a run like the Red Sox. Let's just say that. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away again. Quickly 0-2. No chance. There's no chance he's going to throw him a fastball. I see him. He's going to throw him that filthy breaking ball. That's what I see. I think he's going to throw him that filthy changeup. That filthy breaking ball. Split, sinker or curveball. 2-2, 0-2. Oh, no, in the dirt. Nice block by Contreras. Really good block there. To block a 98 mile per hour pitch and just block it. What a job there. Telling you. Blocking is one of the hardest things to do in baseball as a catcher. 1-2. No, that one's going to get away from Contreras. Simeon's going to get to second base right now. So it's a 2-2 count. Thoughts on my Brewers now that you've seen them play? Look, the Brewers just need pitching. Their starters are averaging like 5 innings a start. That's really bad for the Brewers. They need a starter for the playoffs. Everything else, they got it. They should be good. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Don't swing at that, Robert. Damn, son. Let off that pitch, man. I know it's not easy, but jeez, man. That pitch is never a strike, man. That pitch is never a strike, man. Abner Uribe, he's the setup man, is in the bullpen. Trevor McGill, too, for the 9th. Hopefully Abner for them in the 8th and Trevor McGill in the 9th. That's what the Brewers want. Well, let's see if Alvarez can do anything here right now. Here's the first pitch coming up to Alvarez. Good pitch. Strike one. 99 miles per hour. 99. Alvarez struck out twice in this game. Look, Alvarez's numbers this year, he's hitting 255. Oof. Blew it right by him. 0-2. Yeah, Alvarez, man. Look, my biggest frustration with Alvarez is 2 things. I actually have 2 things that I'm frustrated with Alvarez. I'm going to say them after this pitch. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming up now. Strike three. What are you challenging the call for? It's strike three, man. Jeez, man. Sit down, man. It's strike three. Mets have no more challenges in the game. Jeez, man. Unbelievable, man. How many times are we going to see this team challenge and lose? They are horrible with challenges, man. Absolutely horrible this team is. My goodness, man. It is ugly how bad they are with challenges. Jeez, man. Polanco challenges one earlier. That's just dumb. Dumb challenge. The only credit I can give him for challenging there is just that it's a crucial moment. Okay. But aside from that crucial moment, it's a strike. Come on, man. These guys in the Mets, they don't know the strike zone. They don't. It's just a reality. Throughout the whole year, they've been exposed with the ABS because they be challenging some calls that I'm like, yo, what are they doing, man? What are they doing? I don't know who's going to be pitching in the 7th inning for the Mets. I don't know if AJ Minter is going to stay in. As of now, Minter is going to stay in the game. So let's see. And another person that we don't hear a lot about, Brazaban could probably be traded as well for the Mets. Huascar Brazaban, he could definitely be traded as well. We're going to have to see. But yeah, some of those challenges are just so bad by the Mets. Really, really bad challenges. Really, really bad challenges. I mean, some of the challenges, I'm looking at them and I'm like, what are these guys doing? What are they doing? What world are they living in that they are making these challenges? I don't get why Brazaban, he's got like 2 or 3 more years of control. Yeah. Haven't heard a lot about him, but maybe. Look, Luis Torrens is playing first base right now, folks. Tyrone Taylor goes to left. Carson Bench is in right now. Torrens is going to be hitting 8th, I believe. I mean, I don't know. AJ Minter staying in the game right now. He's going to face Bryce Terang. Here's the first pitch coming up to Terang. First pitch is going to be fouled. Strike one. Look, they're going to try. There's nobody in the Mets bullpen. They're going to most likely try to let, Minter finish this inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. Strike two. No balls and 2 strikes. Man, the way Stearns handled first base and this rotation is malpractice. I'm telling you. It is a shame, man. It is an absolute shame. I mean, it is a shame. What can I say, though, folks? Here's the 0-2 pitch right now. Did he go? No, he did not swing. So 1-2 count right now, folks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch coming up to Terang. It's going to miss high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. By the way, the Mets are out of challenges. They are out of challenges. Here's the 2-2 pitch coming up right now. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Ball. Full count. Full count right now. Full count. Let us see here. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Minter to Terang. Here it is. He walks him. AJ Minter starts off the inning with a walk. Brewers have a runner at first base. William Contreras is up to hit now. He's 1 for 3. He has a single. He is hitting 275 on the year, 10 home runs, 57 RBIs. The Mets have Daniel Duarte in the bullpen. Daniel Duarte. Yankees lost again. Shocker. Joe Sandman. Look, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. All right, Minter. This is a big, big inning here. Mets are in the game still, but first pitch. Grounded. Could be a double play. Lindor gets the one. They just going to get the force. So they just get the force at second. It was a broken bat. Ball wasn't hit hard. And look, surprisingly, Contreras gets down the line pretty well. Contreras definitely gets down the line pretty well. He definitely does. He definitely does get down the line pretty well. Contreras. Here's the first pitch coming up right now. Ball 1. Mets have no more challenges left. We got Making Bank is here. The Yankees suck. Damn, why you say the Yankees suck for, though? They're injured. They're not healthy right now. Any team that doesn't have their 2-3 best players, they're going to struggle. No matter what, you know? Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning right now, folks. Bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see if the Mets can make some magic happen in this game. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. That's going to be fouled away, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I got to get some chips right now. You already know. Growing up, I used to be a huge fan of Lay's. I don't eat Lay's as much. I don't eat chips as much as I used to, but definitely like chips. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming up right now, folks. 1-2. Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's still a game, folks. 2-4, still a game. But if this game turns into 6-2, 7-2, you will look at the game like it's pretty much over. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Full count. Come on, Minter. You cannot walk another hitter. You cannot walk another hitter, Minter. You can't. Absolutely cannot. Here's a 3-2 pitch now. Strike 3. Got him. They're probably going to take Minter out right now, though. And Mets will most likely make a pitching change right now. They're probably going to put Minter. Yeah. Daniel Duarte is coming into the game right now for Minter. Look, I'm not... Can analytics always be mad? No. But man, analytics, a lot of it sucks. I'm not sitting here saying that a lefty should never face a righty and vice versa, lefty on lefty. I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to look for those matchups. I'm not saying that. But who's a better pitcher? AJ Minter or Daniel Duarte? Who's a better pitcher? AJ Minter. But the Mets are going to put in Daniel Duarte, which, no disrespect to him. He's not a better pitcher than Minter, but they're going to put him in now because he's a righty. Let's see. Let's see if that decision can pay off for them. Let's see. Because if it doesn't pay off, this is more of the proof why. More proof why this analytics work is often garbage. Often it's garbage because, I mean, you know, you are going to take out the better pitcher because of analytics and the righty. All right, very well. Very well. You better get this out. That's all I got to say. You better get the out. It's just all I got to say. If you are going to take the better pitcher out, all right, fine. you better get the out. That's all I can say. It better work the strategy that you're doing, because if not, then I'm telling you, it's just frustrating. Very, very frustrating. They're showing some pictures of the Mets in Milwaukee 2024 NL Wild Card Series when they won. Telling you, that was a special ride. Special. Very, very special. All right, folks. Daniel Duarte's been good for the Mets, though. 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs in 3 appearances. So, let's see if he can continue. First pitch, strike one. Strike one. I don't want to be reminded of that series. Look, that was a great series for me to watch that. But it's far away, you know. I'd rather see success now than the success of the past. Strike two. That was a ball, but umpire calls it a strike. Let's see here if Duarte can get out of it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes right now. Good take right there. I believe Abner Uribe is going to be coming in for the Brewers in the next inning. The setup man. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Foul back. We're going to do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Abner Uribe is going to come into this game after. Pretty confident he will be the pitcher to come in. Let's see here. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3. So, Duarte gets the out. Strikes out Vaughn. And we're going to be going to the 7th inning right now. Still 4-2. Let's see if the Mets can just get some runs, folks. Can they get some runs? And can they get another miracle? Can the Mets be able to do that? Again, the Mets coming into this series, into this game, they are 3-2 on this 6-game road trip versus the Phillies and Brewers. If they lose it, they will finish 500, 3-3. Not impressive, but it's okay. A lot of people expected 2-4 or 1-5. Maybe even 0-6, some people. But if the Mets finish 3-3, okay, you take it. Now, if the Mets can find a way to win this game and be 4-2 on this road trip, look, I'm not sitting here saying that they're going to make the playoffs and go on this massive run, but something like that is pretty nice. Coming out of the All-Star break, you can win these games and, you know, and give yourself a chance. So let's hope the Mets, with 6 outs, they got 6 outs left. They have the top of the order coming as well. Let's see. Let's see. And personally, when Polanco's at-bat comes up, I'm looking for the Mets to pinch hit with Juan Soto. When Polanco's at-bat comes up, whether it's in the 8th or the 9th, I really want them to, you know, I really want them to, how you call it, put Soto to pinch hit, because Polanco's just been really, really bad, folks. Really, really bad. I mean, he's been really, really bad. And you cannot leave him in the game for an important at-bat. I understand wanting to believe in him, wanting to, you know, be confident, but it's a 2-4 game. It's a 2-4 game. Abner Uribe's in the game. He's a great pitcher, but he also could be wild at times. Let's hope we could see wild Abner Uribe. Let's hope wild Abner Uribe. As a Met fan, I'm talking as a Met fan. Now, if there's Brewers fans listening, of course you want to see dominant Abner Uribe. Sammy, when you're going to start sharing your stats with everyone? What stats? My baseball stats? Like on my league? What are you talking about? Which stats you talking about? Which stats, Jared? AJ Ewing has a single and a double in this game. Let's see what he could do now. Lafala, what's your slash line? What do you mean by that, though, my slash line? Ball one, 99 miles per hour. Yeah, what's your slash line? But what slash line? Bat slug. Oh my God. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jared. I'm off to a terrible start in my season. In my baseball season, hitting wise, 1-0, 2-0. Oh my gosh, man. And the Mets have no more challenges, so there's nothing they could do about it. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. My stats this year, Jared, so far, I'm off to a bad start. I am. I'm 2 for my last 4. But I started off the year really, really bad. Really, really bad. Here's the 1-1 pitch. I've been swinging better lately, but I'm off to a bad start. But I'm 1-1. Fouled off of the foot. 1-2. But I'm looking to be better as the season goes on. I ain't going to show stats right now, but I'll show more at the end of the season. Sean is here. Lillian Rican, NB Sports Edit, New York Mets fan, and Jared. But I will say that my stats are definitely not good personally in my personal season. They are not right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to AJ Ewing. We need a base runner right now. Let's see if he can get on base. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Fouled away. 100 miles per hour. Fouled away. AJ Ewing again, he's 2 for 3 on this game. It's safe to say that he is the leadoff hitter. Come on, Blue. What are we doing here, man? Jeez, man. This umpire's garbage today, man. Unbelievable. My goodness, man. But the Mets have no more challenges because Francisco Alvarado challenging garbage pitch. And the same with Polanco, man. Jeez, man. Lindor's up right now. First pitch. Ball 1. Call it a strike, Blue. Jeez, man. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, man. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now. Lindor fouls it back. Strike 1. Telling you, NB Sports. Hey, this umpire's been garbage all day long, man. All day long. He's been horrible all day. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Call it a strike, Blue. Jeez, man. It's 2-1. I'm being sarcastic when I'm saying call it a strike. But jeez, man. Here's a 2 balls, 1 strike pitch to Lindor. Strike 2. It's in there. It's a good pitch right there. Some Met fans there in Milwaukee, they don't look so happy. 2-2. Lindor takes outside. Full count. Come on, man. Let's get on base right now. Let's get on base right now. Here's the 3-2 pitch coming up to Lindor. Need a runner on base. Here it is. Lindor has a base hit. So the Mets, just like that, they're going to bring the tying run to the plate. Lindor made him work a lot. So that right there is really good because, you know, you get to see a lot of pitches in that at-bat. There was a lot of pitches, you know, in that at-bat. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see if Bichette can do anything right now, folks. Let's see if Bichette can do anything. First pitch coming up to Bichette. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike right now. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch right now. 0-1 coming up to Bichette. This umpire's hot garbage, man. You can't take a picture if you're a Met. If you're the Mets today, you cannot take pictures if it's close. If it's close, you can't take a pitch. That's how the Mets have to finish off this game. Because this umpire is horrible. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Jeez, man. Would you pinch hit Juan Soto here? Nah, you ain't gonna pinch hit for Carson Bench. Polanco, yeah, but not not Bench. I mean, you would, but they're gonna leave Bench in the game. I would pin if the Mets could find a way to get Polanco up in this inning. You gotta pinch hit Soto. Carson Bench is up right now. First pitch. Base hit. Carson Bench has a base hit. Yo, you better pinch hit Juan Soto for Polanco now. I do not want to see Polanco hit right now. Let's see. Yo, why are they going to let Polanco hit right now, man? Why? Why is Polanco going to hit at the moment? Why? Put in Soto. You pinch hit. They pinch hit so many people in this game already. They pinch hit for Robert Jr. They pinch hit for Jared Young. Pinch hit for Polanco. Polanco hasn't earned nothing this year. Please, Polanco, shut me up, Polanco. Please. Shut me up, Polanco. Please. Please do it, Polanco. He's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Polanco. Ball 1. Come on, Polanco. I need 2025 ALCS Polanco versus the Blue Jays in the playoffs. Versus the Tigers, that win hit, that game-winning hit, series-winning hit. 1-0. Oh, boy. That was a strike, but the umpire calls it a ball. The Brewers are going to challenge it. It's going to be a strike. 1-1 is going to be the count. It's going to be a count of 1-1. Yeah, it's a strike. 1-1 count. I knew the Brewers were going to win that challenge. 100%. Polanco, man. Come on, man. Come through. Here's the 1-1 pitch right now. Not even close. Swinging and a miss. 1-2. He just looks overmatched, man. Like, why not pinch hit Juan Soto here? Serious. I don't get that. All jokes aside, I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. 1-2. Misses outside. 2-2. Is something wrong with Soto or is it just a rest day? Look, Jared, they are saying just a rest day. Where, okay, let him get in that bat and he'll DH for the rest of the game. Polanco, I hope he could shut me up right now. 2-2 pitch right now. Here it is. Terang, safe. Oh, man. Terang with a nice play. The Mets, you're going to have to challenge this. If you're the Mets, just challenge it. It was a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Terang made a really nice play to end the inning. Just challenge it. Let me see. Yeah, he's out. End of the inning. Don't even challenge it. But why not pinch hit Soto there? That's what I say about it. I don't understand that. I don't. I do not understand. I don't. 100% I don't understand it. What, you saving Soto for the 9th inning? For what? What are they saving Soto for the 9th inning for? There's no guarantee somebody's going to be on base in the 9th inning. Oh, my goodness. Mets, man, I'm trying to remember the last time I live streamed the game and the Mets won. Serious. It's been a long time since I've live streamed the Mets game and they've won. during my live stream. All jokes aside, it has been a very, very long time. I mean, geez, man. Let me see if I could take a quick look at my YouTube real fast. I don't know when's the last time I did a Mets game and they won. All jokes aside. I don't know, but I'm telling you, geez, man. There's just things that happen where you're just like, why? Okay, I did the Mets game the other day, Monday, they lost. I did the Mets game. Since Monday, I didn't do a Mets game since July 9th. Yeah, that was the last time I did a Mets game, by the way, July 9th. And they did win that game. They won July 9th and 8th game. So it's been pretty much just around 2 weeks since I've done a live stream of a Mets game and they've won the game. It's a nice play by Terang, though. Really nice play by Terang right there. First pitch swinging. Grounded out. It's a nice play, regardless, to get out of that inning. Platinum Glover right there. Not platinum coaching, though. Not putting in Juan Soto to pinch hit right there. I don't understand that. It doesn't make no sense to me. First pitch, ball one. But this umpire in this game has been horrible. Absolutely horrible in this game, the umpire. I mean, really, really hard to watch in this game, the umpire. Here's the 1-0 pitch right now to the rookie Pratt. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes right now. 2-0 is the count. Trevor McGrill, the brother of Tyler McGill, is in the bullpen right now. Here's the 2-0. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. Foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike right now. 2 balls, 1 strike right now. Two and one right now. Two balls and 1 strike right now, folks. Here it is. That's going to be a swing and a miss. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matthew, what is going on, Matthew? Yeah, we had a solid run in Oswego. Definitely. We played a lot better baseball, so I was happy about that. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 2-2. Definitely was a good experience. You know, we just got to keep getting better. Season's almost over. Season is almost over. 2 balls, 2 strikes right now to Pratt. Here is the pitch. Little dribbler. That's going to go foul again. 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count right now. Let's see if we can go to the 9th inning with the Mets trailing this game just by 2 runs. 2-2. Full count. Three balls and 2 strikes right now. Here's the pitch. Popped up to right field. And Benj is there. Benj is going to make the play right there. That's the 2nd out of the inning. 2nd out of the inning right now. Joey Ortiz is a home run away from the cycle. He's been on fire against the Mets, honestly. He has been on fire in this series versus the Mets. I mean, he's done damage against the Mets. Here's the first pitch to Joey Ortiz. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strike. 1 ball and no strikes right now. My camera is a little blurry on YouTube. All right, now it focuses up right there. All right, 1 ball, no strikes now. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1-1. We got Jared here, MB Edits. Matt, New York Mets fan, MB Sports Edit. Shout out to all of you. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. That was a ball. It was a ball 100%. But once again, the umpire calls it a strike. Umpire's been really bad in the game, folks. Really, really bad. Really, really bad in the game, the umpire's been. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Did he go? No, he did not swing. 2-2. 2-2 is the count right now. Two balls and 2 strikes right now. Here's the pitch. Full count. Not even close. Way outside. Daniel Duarte right now. Yeah. I'm going to leave in a few. What? Come on. Come talk to everybody. Here's the full count right now. Ball 4. Walks him. Now you're going to have to face Christian Yelich again. Gonna have to face Christian Yelich again. So not a good walk right there. Not a good walk at all. You do not want to walk the 9-hitter, even though he's been on fire. You do not want to walk the 9-hitter. Ball 1 to Yelich. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike right now. 1 ball, 1 strike right now. Look, folks, right now it is 5:02. If this game prolongs for another 20 minutes, I will have to get off of the live stream. Let's see. Pickoff attempt. He's high throw, but he's able to get it down. Terrence that ball almost got by Terrence. Look, if the live stream goes past 5:20, I will have to get off. But if the game prolongs, that'll be good if the Mets can make it extend. 1-1. Not even close. Stole that base easily. So 1-2 count. A base hit right now makes it a 3-run game, though. It's a good throw by Alvarez, but he just had too good of a run right there. Just too good of a run. I mean, he had too good of a lead, Ortiz. It wasn't even close. Here's the 1-2 pitch right now. Grounded. Bichette makes the throw, and that's going to end the inning. So, folks, the Mets get out of it. It's still 2-4. And look, right now, that misplay by Brett Beatty in the 2nd inning, that's the game right now. It's the game. And from coaching experience, I know that one misplay, one inning that was supposed to end, and it doesn't end because of a misplay, that right there has all the power to make you lose a game. And right now, that's the case. Now, I don't understand in the 8th inning why the Mets let Polanco hit. I don't understand. It was a stupid move, and I'm going to bash it unless the Mets win this game. It's just as simple as that. You have 1st and 2nd, and Polanco coming up. Polanco, I get it. You want to try to get him going. I get it. But he's been god-awful this season. God-awful. Horrible. He's hitting like 150, and you let him bat. I don't understand that. I don't understand why. Yeah, and Trevor McGill, he's a really, really good closer. Really, really good closer. So, look, the Mets, without a doubt, I'm happy that they've been playing well in this game. They're playing arguably the first or second best team in the NL. Record-wise, they're the second, but they're playing good. And I know that moral victories are not a thing, but at least they're playing a good game. Now, again, this game should be 2-1 Mets winning. I'm just being honest. In the second inning, Mets had a lead of 1-0. Christian Scott had runners at first and third, and he had no outs. He struck out 2 batters, first and third. 2 outs. The 9-hitter Ortiz, where look, he hit the ball well. But if Brett Baty wasn't in the outfield, that ball would have been caught, inning over, that's it. But Brett Baty was in right field, and he ain't going to catch the ball. If it's not a routine play, like the easiest pop-up, it's a good chance Brett Baty's not catching it. And I'm sorry to say that. I'm not trying to violate him, but it's just the reality of what we've seen this year with Brett Baty in right field. He doesn't catch it, and that's where we're at now. Mets are down 4-2, so, you know, what can we say? Mets had a chance to go 4-2 on this road trip. Let's see what they can do. Polanco stinks and is a one-season wonder in 2019. Hasn't had one since, and that postseason run he had last year was just as real as Mark Vientos in 2024. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I don't understand, Michael. First pitch of Tyrone Taylor is going to be a ball. I don't understand how they had Juan Soto on the bench. You could have given him one pinch hit, and you don't put Juan Soto in the game. You don't. That right there makes no sense. 2-0. Tyrone Taylor, it's a 2-0 count. You got to take a pitch here, Tyrone. You got to take a pitch here, Tyrone Taylor. You got to take a pitch here, Tyrone Taylor. You got to. There's no chance that you could swing the bat here right now. No chance. And he doesn't swing, but he takes a strike there. 2 balls and 1 strike right now. 2-1 right now. Here's the 2-1 pitch right now. 3-1. Taylor, look, it's 3-1. All right, folks. Why do I say take? Why? I'm making him have to throw me 2 strikes to beat me. A home run doesn't beat the team. A walk gets you an opportunity. 3-1. 4. That's what I'm saying you have to take. Mets have a base runner on. That's why I say you have to take. That's why. You have to take in that moment, because what if Tyrone Taylor swung at that pitch? It wasn't a strike. You help the pitcher. You cannot help the pitcher now. You got to take in that moment. Yeah, I just fixed it. It's McGill. McGill is in the game. Crazy thing, if they stuck with Polanco next year, they're stuck with Polanco next year too. That's what I'm saying. First pitch, Simeon takes a strike. Unless a team is willing to take Polanco. You can tell this team don't give Michael Cepeda. I don't know about that one, Michael. I don't know about that. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, Bauer hesitates to make the throw to second base. That was a tailor-made double play right there. Tailor-made double play right there. Tailor-made double play, and he didn't throw the ball to second. I don't know why. Mets get a gift. He didn't like the throwing angle, so he just took the sure out. Wow, Mets get a gift right there. Should have been a tailor-made double play, folks. I'm telling you. Terrenz is up. Strike 1. 0-1. Terrence takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look, I know I wanted Juan Soto in this game. He's not coming into this game. Next hitter, if it continues, will be Francisco Alvarez. You're going to pinch hit him with Soto, then who's going to catch? Who's going to play first base? You know, here's the 1-1 pitch right now. Terrence hits it to right field. That ball was hit really well, but it's going to be a fly out. The second out, Mets are down to their final out of the game, folks. They could, Jared. Mets could definitely lose a home run right now. Alvarez is up, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like Alvarez in these moments because these moments, he always looks overwhelmed. He can't shorten up, but hey, let's see. And yeah, the Mets had no intention of using Juan Soto in this game, which, whatever. I don't even know what to say about that. You know, is Alvy about to swing out of his shoes right now? Huh. I'm watching Boston tonight if they can win 16 in a row. Hey, how about Boston? That'll be their franchise record in wins. They tied their record since 1946 with 15. Alvarez takes a strike. That's a good location right there, man. That's a perfect location. I cannot be mad at that pitch right there. That pitch right there is filthy. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He laid off a pitch. Oh, my goodness. Alvarez. Alvarez is 0 for 3 in this game. One pitch to Alvarez. Alvarez, base hit. Don't send him home. They're going to send him home. Okay, look. Alvarez hits a base hit, an RBI single, and now the Mets are within a run. All right, Alvarez. He shut me up right now because I don't like him in these moments, but hey, he did a job. Only thing that gives me hope is seeing the potential the rotation has, even though Scott didn't have it. 100%. But hey, Michael, Scott didn't have it, but Brett Baty didn't help him. It's as simple as that. You got to make those plays if you're in the outfield. Look, folks, can we see some more Mets magic, man? A.J. Ewing, he's 2 for 4 in the game. Alvarez is on base. You're going to need this ball. You need a home run for him to score. Or an error. Look, I'm happy how the Mets have played, but I want to see wins, you know. A.J. Ewing, let's see what he could do right now, folks. A.J. Ewing, first pitch. Oh, what a play by the third baseman. What a play by Ortiz to rob A.J. Ewing of a base hit right there. Oh, my goodness. The Brewers hang on, and they beat the Mets. What a play right there by Joey Ortiz. Look, what's my reaction of this game? I'm mixed. I'm going to start off with the good. Look, the Mets went 3-3 on this road trip. That's not incredible. That's not above this world. It's average. But against the Phillies and the Brewers, they were 3-3. All right, on the road. Okay, it's all right. They're going to go home now to play the Dodgers. Very well. But now, 4-2 would have been better if they would have won this game. Now, in this game, Christian Scott didn't have it. But in the second inning, Brewers have first and third, no outs. Christian Scott, who didn't have it, struck out 2. The 9-hitter Joey Ortiz, who just saved the game, hit the ball well to right field. I'm not going to even say he didn't hit it well. He hit it well. But Brett Baty got to the spot, and he didn't catch the ball. And this is the reason I hate the idea of Brett Baty playing right field. Third base, second base, even first base, even though at first base he was booting the ball around. Brett Baty in the outfield, oh my goodness, it is an absolute disaster. And that's why the Mets lost this game. because Brett Baty out there in right field. Couldn't catch the ball. Brewers ended up scoring 3 runs in the inning, 3-1. Mets got one back, 3-2, but the Brewers got one back, 4-2. The analytics, I could criticize that. The lefty, righty, whatever. I'm not even going to go into that. In the 8th inning, and this I don't understand as well. These are the 2 things that frustrated me. The first thing was Baty. The second thing, Polanco DH'd in this game. He has been horrible this year. And again, I'm not criticizing the human being Polanco. But as a baseball player for the New York Mets, in the little bit that he's played, he's been horrible. Horrible. Mets have first and second. 8th inning. Arguably, that could have been the game right there. Guess who's on the bench? And he wouldn't have to go play the field. He would still be able to DH. They just need one at bat from him. Juan Soto's on the bench. But the Mets give him a whole day off. I don't know whose decision was that. I don't know. I don't know if Juan Soto's still not 100%. But the Juan Soto I know, he's a gamer. He wants to be in there. And you let Polanco hit in that 8th inning. Where Juan Soto could have, even if he would have made the out, at least you go out with your best players. You leave in Polanco. Look, if Polanco came through, I would have to shut up. But he didn't come through. It's as simple as that. And you ended up leaving Juan Soto on the bench where I don't understand why. Why is he getting paid $760 million or whatever for a day off where the Mets already got a day off tomorrow? You want to give him a day off? What? One at bat is going to ruin him? So I am very disappointed with that. Look, again, the Mets did play minus Monday, and Monday was on Freddie Peralta, which, I mean, you give up 7 runs, you don't have a chance to win. Other than Monday, Freddie Peralta, 7 runs, the Mets played a decent series versus the Brewers. They did, and I got to be honest with that. But it ends up falling. The Mets don't win the series. The Brewers take the series, and look, we're going to see Mets have a day off tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, they're going to play the Dodgers. Let's see what's going to happen, folks. I'm a Mets fan in the good and the bad, but I tell you, there's some things that the team does that I'm just like, ugh. Folks, look, nonetheless, thank you all so much, folks. Paul says, great call on the game, friend. Paul, I appreciate you. Menino, very frustrating. Yeah, Jarrett. Oh, boy, Alvy slow. Only thing that gives me hope, yeah. What I see in 2027 being Scooble, McLean's home, Thornton, Scott. It'll be nice. Very frustrating. Brett Baty for 100%, Ivan. We lost cause of Brett Baty. Yup, 100%. Especially at the end there. 2 hard hit balls. Brewers defense is what Stearns wants. Our defense. I'm telling you, man. It's an absolute joke. Look, folks. I got to get off the live. I got baseball practice now. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're on TikTok, I encourage you to follow, like, help this channel continue to grow, share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. We are trying to get 1K followers before July ends. I ask you for all of your help on YouTube. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. We got a comment before I go. HDFH says, sell the team. Damn. I ain't mad at Steve Cohen more than I'm disappointed with David Stearns. Take care, everybody.